Evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2. New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together.
What was his name? From the 18, B.A. Barrett. I love it when it playing. Murdoch? No.
Hannibal,
yeah.
I love it when a plan.
Love it when the plans come together.
Yes. It's all coming together with the Knicks.
Yes, 8 in a row.
Up until tomorrow, when Bart is just absolutely hiding in the weeds right now, waiting to come out with his machete to take down every Knick fan in the tri-state area.
But at least it goes into, like, the weekend. So, like, I can't say anything to Monday, and it'd be diluted because we'll be talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way. Just bring in your stack of ones like you're going to the strip club.
Make it rain.
Put them right into the old fine jar.
Some things are worthy.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN.
They look good, though. I can't listen. People forget. I am a Knicks fan.
Unless
the pit, it's just like the Pistons are going to be there eventually. So that's all. But I love the Knicks. I love going to the games. I think it's one of the best environments. The tradition, they still got the organ. It's one of the best places to go. Celebrities really, really care. I mean, you got staples. Outside of, like, seeing Jack Nicholson, he's still alive?
He's still alive. I don't know how many Lakers games he goes to anymore.
Right. Outside of Houston and see, like, Jack Nicholson, you know what I mean? The Knicks are the premier spot for the who's who in society, right? So I still love going to the games, and I'm happy for him. I'm happy that Cat. But why would the first thing I do when I turn on and I see Cat with the band, it just makes him look even softer. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everything he does just seems soft.
In the interview with Katie George over on ESPN, I watched the ESPN broadcast last night instead. Yeah. The interview with Katie George that she did at the end of the third quarter, he said, I think I got hit by Shakur Stevenson. I'll give him credit. At least he had a little fun with it.
But Shakur's but then, like, when he's to the crowd, when he made the little play going to halftime, he took the kid, come on. Like, everything he do just come off so soft, man.
You know why? He's soft.
Yeah,
That's why. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
Come on
the ESPN New York YouTube page, where you should be watching. You should be subscribing to the ESPN New York YouTube channel and smashing that like button along the way, getting your comments in, because we will get them in at 800-919-3776 as well. That is your telephone number to be a part of the program today. And the Knicks is where we start. We will get to plenty of football later on. We will get to all the bets with Joe Fortenbaugh, Joe, when it comes to the Super Bowl, this is Joe's Super Bowl. This is really what it is. The Super Bowl is Joe's Super Bowl.
I wonder how much of his personal money is he really betting.
Oh, no. Listen, anything that he recommends people bet, Joe bets.
No. I'm talking about he got to be waiting for this. Like, he either going to be happy as hell on Monday or he going to be sad.
He has.
We have to put him on watch.
Just having a cursory knowledge of his betting patterns, there have been times where he has certainly put a decent amount on games that you would say, oh, okay. Oh, all right. He texted me He texted me one time when he had a certain, kind of an uncomfortable amount on the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he started watching the game, and it should be a game that he thoroughly enjoys. And who the announcer was, he's like, I got to shut this off right now. I can't listen to this for 3 hours and get hammered with this guy, in addition to not knowing whether or not I'm going to win. Which, listen, Joe practices what he preaches. I'll give him that. And he will be along later on, as he is each and every week on Thursday. And this is really the fun one, because Joe will have some great Super Bowl prop bets, and we're not talking about like the Gatorade and things like that.
I need him to tell me where I can find somebody to take that bet.
There was one time I was in the building, the Giants-Ravens Super Bowl in 2000, early 2001.
2000, yeah.
Yeah, the 2000 season in Tampa. And I was there in the morning. I was producing Mike Francesa's show the morning of the game, and they were rehearsing the anthem. And I did not have, like, a stopwatch. And I'm like, I would have known how long the anthem is and this is before.
That's when you had a flip phone. So you
Exactly. Like, I had a cell phone, but it wasn't, it took a half an hour to send a text.
Yeah, no timer.
Yeah, that would have said, take the over minute 34.
Now, I could have did it for the Beyonce Gaga one the last time it was in San Francisco, because that's the one I called.
Right.
And I was there for the rehearsals and all that stuff, but I was too moral. I'm not as moral anymore.
Yeah, no, thank God we have loosened up those morals.
The morals are gone. I have no more.
Yeah, thank God.
I'm beautifully flawed.
Anyway, let's get to the Knicks last night. And look, despite Mikal Bridges' best efforts to screw the whole thing up, which, dear God, just I get
would you trade him today?
I would have traded him. Oh my God,
trade him for Jeremy Grant and
carry him to LaGuardia.
Trade him for Jeremy Grant.
Get on my back. I'll piggyback you down the freaking LIE, the Grand Central, whatever way you want to go. I'll sit in the traffic. Whatever one's worse, I'll sit in the traffic to get rid of it.
You'll get him for Drew Holiday and probably Jeremy Grant.
How dumb can you be? Like, when you have a night like that and you've got 2 points all night and then you basically maul a guy with 0.3 left.
He just thought they weren't going to call it.
That's an excuse. Do you think he's not going to call it? And I don't want to be negative out of the gate about it. That's the only thing that really rubbed me the wrong way. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive for a moment. Let's be uplifting.
Yes.
It's 8 in a row.
8 in a row,
They've
baby.
been fantastic.
And that's a great team that the Pistons beat up for you the day before.
There we go. And
damn it.
Open up.
It's the truth.
Open up. Doesn't matter. They still won the game. And it might have been double overtime. It's still a really good team. And
I want to put a surplus in there because I know I'm.
We're just going to get ahead of the game.
Yeah,
you put a 10 spot in. Yeah, so you're clear on the next few. This is why we're going to have to raise the price to $5 because now you're going to take advantage of the next 9 that you have to just fire away whenever you want.
Well, tomorrow I won't have it. I will have an excuse.
Yes, you will have an excuse tomorrow. That doesn't mean you're not going to get fined.
I can't get fined if I'm just speaking about the next opponent.
Nah, we'll find a way. Anyway, listen, that was a fantastic win last night. It's now 8 in a row. I don't want to say any problems that you sensed in the middle of the month are now gone, but certainly they're quelled, and you're feeling a whole lot better because remember, it's not 2 weeks ago where you're legitimately looking at the standings and understanding that you are in the 3 and 4 spot at the time, but really not that far out of the 8 spot.
Yeah.
You're really not that far out of the play-in. Now you've put yourself in a much better position. Granted, still tight between 2 and 3, but you're in the 2 spot and things are going much better.
But this is the time when you want to see what they're really made of. This is really the test, right? Because they're going against teams before the schedule was easy. And you're going to have periods where you got an easy part of your schedule, you got the tough part of your schedule. And when you have a tough part of your schedule, sometimes if you just, Brian Billick used to always tell us, listen, win all your home games, split on the road, right? Or split against the good teams. Because sometimes the good teams is just going to be their night, and they're the better team. And some of that is situational. Some teams are coming off back-to-back. One thing I learned from Allen is sometimes the league have scheduled wins and scheduled losses, depending on the opponent, if they're on the third day. Like you saw yesterday, the game following when it finally did come on after the double overtime, you saw that half of OKC team was resting.
I have to do this just because it's breaking news to me.
Can't wait.
I apologize if you have seen it, if everybody else has seen it, okay? I did not stay up late last night. Did anybody know about the Porzingis trade?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not.
Atlanta.
Okay. I did not. That he's going to Golden State for Kuminga and Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
my bad there. I apologize because I looked up and it came over apparently at like 11:45. I don't know how I missed that this morning. But anyway.
So that just tells you that no Giannis.
No Giannis for Golden State. And we'll get more into that here in a little bit. The deadline, of course, is 5 o'clock today. The Knicks are playing so much better that as encouraging as it is, as much as you feel like things are very much headed in the right direction, I will admit that it has heartened me to believe, all right, there's no need to rush it. There's no need to not let this play out through the course of this season and to try to jam anything down their throat.
Yeah, but
trade-wise.
But also when you say that, you're also risking not getting them.
Yes, and that has been my biggest issue.
And if you don't win this year, and then you're stuck with this team. And clearly, if you don't win this year, then this team may not be good enough to continue. What's the window for this team? See, the thing about this team and is going for is winning is it didn't have a short window, but it had a 3 to 4, maybe 4 year window before Cat contract becomes expensive, before Jalen's back up and saying, I'm not giving you guys a discount right now. Remember, Jalen took that contract and took that pay cut because he wanted to win a championship. And he thought bringing Bridges last year would give him a chance to win a championship. Now, it didn't work out. Now, this is the year where we expect to win a championship. And this was before Halliburton's injury. This was before Jason Tatum's injury. This was the year where it was supposed to go. So if it's not this year, damn sure next year you start getting nervous. Like, hey, we got to start making financial decisions. We're talking about aprons and going into aprons and not going into aprons and all that stuff because Brunson's going to come back to the table like, all right, I'm not going to be making less than Cat. I'm not going to be making less than OG. I'm the third. Your best player is the third highest player on the team, and he did that on purpose. So at some point now you have to figure that out. So the window is now. So, like, if you miss out on Giannis and then next year you're back with the same team and the other teams are getting better, because now you say what you want to say next year, and it's weird when you look at these trades and who owns their first-round draft pick, if they're in the 8th spot and all that. So you got a lot of that stuff going on in Washington. Who knows? Maybe Anthony Davis decides to stay if they give him the right amount of money. He's already won a championship. Now he has him and Trae Young. It's a better
situation than it was 2 weeks ago in Washington, for sure.
Yeah. So you got Trae Young.
I still don't think he was thrilled about it, but still.
Yeah, but they got a bunch of picks now.
Yeah.
You got Trae Young, great pick and roll guy, and they have the flexibility to go out and maybe add to that team. So who knows, right? So now that's another formidable opponent, and now you have to appreciate, let's see how Kuminga can flourish now that he's going to get time and minutes with Atlanta, who's been kind of tweaking their team. That was another team that was in the market for Anthony Davis. And then Cleveland with James Harden. You can say whatever you want about him, like him, love him. I think they're a better team with him other than Garland because he's a big guard, big shot maker. Now, it doesn't matter if he disappears in the playoffs because that's what Donovan Mitchell's for.
Listen, I'll be interested to see just how that dynamic plays out. He's a great player. I'm never going to deny that about James Harden. Why is he in Cleveland? Because he got a 2-year, $80 million extension. That's why he's in Cleveland.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, he did that. He took the extension. Remember, he wanted the Supermax, but he took the extension with the Clippers because he knew he was going to get moved, right? He just did it because he had no other choice. He had to get the contract. So he took it knowing a lot of times teams sign people knowing that they're going to leave, and he saw his opportunity. And like his point, what he said is he sees a quicker path or easier path in the East. He thinks that the Cleveland can win it in the East. So, I mean, now you look at it, like this is a guy, like despite what you may feel about him, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. You look at what his resume is, what he's doing this year, still averaging 20, but he has the ability to play shooting guard, but he also has the ability, we saw that when he was playing point guard for the Nets. So that gives them tremendous versatility, and he's a big guy. Now, he ain't going to play no damn defense. Every once in a while he'll play defense. But, man, he'll get your team in foul trouble real quick.
Yeah, he will. Listen, all of that is true. What I'm wondering about right now is how much more difficult is the East going to be by the end of today for the Knicks than maybe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, because
like, do I feel like Cleveland's a lot more difficult right now than it was? A little bit, yeah. I don't know how I wouldn't. I still personally am of the opinion that the only thing that I feel not confident about is the Knicks not beating the Pistons. I also think the Pistons enjoy beating the Knicks too much.
And the Pistons added, right? The Pistons added to their team. They brought in Herter and Sark.
By the end of the day, do we think that the Knicks are doing anything? They obviously made that trade. But,
right, so they did that to do something.
And it just wasn't working. Like, how disappointing is that? That Yabusele trade, they thought that was going to be a fantastic fit for them, and nothing about it worked.
Yeah. I hate that they let Schröder get away.
He would have been an opportunity he would have been a help.
Because if anything, that's what concerns you the most. You know, who's the point guard? Who's the point guard behind Brunson?
Well, but here's the thing: like, there's a couple of guys here.
What's not CP? What's Greg Poupali?
Who? What are you talking about?
The white guy, Greg Poupali of the Knicks.
Porty, Ariel Huck-Porty, Trevor Kolick.
Yeah. Is he enough, or do you need to go out and get a guy like Chris Paul? See if Chris Paul to come.
I've asked this question before. How many times would I have to hit myself in the head traumatically for this microphone to kill me? Greg Poupali?
I mean, it's the white guy from Invincible. Mark Wahlberg played him. It's a great movie.
It's Vince Papali.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
that guy will not stop showing up at events in Philadelphia, even when he's not invited.
Yo, my financial advisor played with him. He was on that team. They can't stand that dude.
Well, it's because he's everywhere.
They can't stand. Dude, what does he play for? 1 year, 2 years?
He is the Joe Ganascoli from The Sopranos of that team.
They cannot stand that dude.
Anyway, as far as the point guard, like the backup point guard thing is going to be interesting because I think you're going to end up having a couple of guys. It looks like Lonzo is going to get bought out. After his trade, yeah. Not Lonzo.
Not LaMelo.
Lonzo. No, yeah, Lonzo is going to get bought out.
Yeah.
Lonzo's going to get bought out.
Well, that's because Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's going to get bought out, and so is.
They told him that he didn't have to report. He got traded.
That's all right. Don't show up, and then there's Mike Conley Jr.
See, but that's going to cost you money. You got to have money for that.
Okay, my point is those are three pretty good options, and when they're looking at their opportunity to try and win, the Knicks would be a pretty good one right now because Jordan Clarkson has been okay, but he has not been what we expected him to be as a backup point guard.
Inconsistent. Well, he was supposed to come in and be Jamal Crawford, instant offense, and he hasn't been that in his defense.
I think a poor man's Jamal Crawford.
No, remember, he was Sixth Man of the Year in Utah.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
Like 2 years, I think.
2 or 3 years ago?
He's not that old.
I didn't expect him to come in and be
He has the greatest hair in the NBA, by the way.
I didn't expect him to come in and be that, though.
I did. I was so amped. I thought he was going to come in, give him 17 off the bench. I thought he was going to be like Malik Beasley last year or one of those guys.
In 2022, he got Sixth Man of the Year, so 3 years ago. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Listen, I thought he would be better than he has been. He hasn't been that good. He has not been what I thought he would be, put it that way. So the Knicks, if they're going to be in the market for getting one of those guys, it doesn't just have to be via trade by the end of the day, is what I'm saying. It can be
some bought-out stuff.
Yeah, because it looks like there's going to be a few different guys.
You talk about messing up the apple cart, whatever.
Apple cart.
Like Chris Paul is somebody that you buyer beware.
Oh, I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't go anywhere near Chris Paul.
I mean,
I don't care that he's championship chasing. Go chase it somewhere else.
What is he, 50?
I don't know. Is the CBA still around? Give him a chance to go get it there. G League? How about a G League championship? How about that?
Yeah, bad.
Yeah, listen, none of it right now on the trade market looks like it's going to be remotely helpful for the Knicks. And so, and I hope, maybe I'm wrong by the end of the day.
Maybe they can get creative.
Huh?
They can get creative.
Well, maybe by the end of the day they will. I'm not counting on it. So, but my faith is very close to being restored. That's where I'm at with this.
I don't know. I still need to see. I need to see them against Boston a little bit more. Let's see what Boston does. You know, Boston just went and got their big man. And Vucevic. You know what I mean? So they just went and got their big man. Let's see how that changes their dynamic, man, because that's going to come down to – and let's see. My concern is the Cavs. I don't know if I worry about Atlanta. I don't know how good they are. It seems like they're doing a lot of stuff that's planning for the future. But, man, you got to be worried about the Cavs, how the new-look Cavs look, and how Boston looks, in my opinion. And I think we have to be aware if the Knicks stay the same and everybody else has gotten better, how much of the gap have they closed?
So the Celtics and the Knicks right now are currently tied. The Knicks have the tiebreaker at the moment, sitting in the 2 spot in the East. The Cavs are 3 games back in the loss column right now. The Sixers also 3 games back in the loss column, but they have a couple of games that they haven't played. And then the Raptors have 22 losses right now. They're in the 6th spot.
They made the trade. They made a trade too, I believe.
Trace Jackson Davis, that one?
Philly.
With Golden State?
Yeah.
You're Philly?
The Philly.
No, Toronto is what I was talking about.
Okay. Philly made a trade, though, too.
Philly traded away Jared McCain.
Yeah.
Which I thought was bizarre. I didn't really understand that move on their part because Philly needs a little more shooting, and he was probably their second-best shooter behind Maxey. That didn't make any sense to me. 800-919-3776. So let's start to get some of these calls in on the Knicks and where they are. Gilberto in the truck will start us off today on ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Brothers. What's up, XC?
Yo.
What's up, Bart?
What it do, baby?
Yo, not for nothing, man. Yo, that was, when I woke up this morning, brother, I woke up with a smile on my face. When I seen Porzingis going to the Warriors, I said one domino goes down. What really bothered me, Bart, and this is what I want to ask you, Carlin, as well. How is not the general manager or the big top kahuna, player personnel guy for the Knicks did not have his ear to the street when JJJ got traded to Utah? If we would have got that guy, man, we wouldn't need Giannis.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Jaren Jackson be here. Would have been fantastic.
That would have been great.
Oh, my God, man. That would have been so good.
But remember, that was a 14 trade, though. So that was switching a lot of players. And it was balancing the books, opening things up.
So what you thought? You thought it was a salary dump?
Yeah, I think they're rebuilding. I don't know what happens to Ja. We'll see what happens to Ja today, or if Ja gets traded in the offseason. But it seems like they're starting all over in Memphis. I mean, it started with Desmond Bane in the offseason, sending him to him.
And Ja's next. Then JJ, and then Ja's next.
But that's crazy. They had a nice big 3 to go in there for a while.
Yeah, they did.
And Utah got 3 first-round picks.
What is it going to take to get Jay Ball? What is it going to take to get Jay Ball to New York? We need him. He's a good defensive point guard. You know he's got the skills. And I'm pretty sure if we bought him out, we could afford him.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, you're talking about Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I'm just
Can
nervous.
we all get our act together for a second? I got you throwing 12 names at me. I got you throwing 12 names at me and Joe Leo, and I got the caller throwing 12 names at me, and none of you are right. I am not freaking Google. Get your act together, speak clearly, understand who you're talking about. You're saying Alvarado. You're saying, I don't know what you're saying. He's saying Jay Ball. Who the hell is Jay Ball?
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I do not understand a damn word for the last 25 minutes because nobody's taking their ADHD medication today.
I do.
Get your act together. It's a damn talk show.
I do like Alvarado just because he's a gnat. He's a
pain in the ass.
Menace.
He is. I love those players. The ones that are the ones that just like get away from me.
Yeah. Pick you up full. He's like a Ultra Universe like Marcus Smart.
Yes. He's a very poor man's Marcus Smart.
He the poorest of men's Marcus Smart.
Jose in Brooklyn. What's up, Jose? How you doing?
You better have your names right, Jose.
What's your soul? What's that?
I hope you got your whole point thought out and the names right and all this crap. So I'm not trying to get a damn abacus to figure out who's who. An abacus. I'm not even counting. You got me all screwed up. What's up?
All right, I'll fix it up a little bit. Listen, I'm calling because I'm saying that I feel like the New York Knicks should just stay as is. I feel like chemistry is something that's very important that needs to build, and switching up the team on a consistent basis is not going to work. I talk to my kids and my family all the time about this in my house when we're watching Sports Crazy, right? When you look at the Warriors, what they built, it was chemistry. It was from the draft. When you look at what the OKC is doing right now, it's chemistry. It's the draft. And I get excited with these trades, no doubt about it, right? That's one thing. Then the next thing I'm going to talk about is leave my man Mikal Bridges alone. I'm always hearing Knicks fans complain.
Why would you possibly choose today to defend Mikal Bridges?
Listen, what do you mean? He had two points last night.
Do not point to the three-pointer because he had 2 points all night, and he made one of the dumbest basketball plays I've seen.
8-ball corner pocket.
Oh, my God.
I was pissed off at him last night because he don't even know how to box out. The NBA don't know how to box out. Do your analytics and find out how boxing out in the NBA is not even a thing no more. The matter of fact is the kid does play some defense.
It was a lot of great box outs like Jokic.
No, but I'm talking about the box out that called the penalty that he wound up pushing him. That's the typical way people box out in the NBA. People don't even know how to set picks in the NBA. They're always using their hands to do so, and like they call it and then they don't call it. The NBA is crazy with the rules. The guy Mikal Bridges shoots 50% from the field. Analytics. If you give him the ball, and then at the end of the day, he's like the fourth option scoring. You got OG Anunoby and probably him fighting for optional scoring. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Jalen Brunson and your man Cat. They're the ones that are 1 and 2 punch scoring. What do you want from Mikal Bridges at the end of the day? As far as like the point guard position,
I would like him to defend and not look inept. Is that too much to ask for 5 first-round picks?
On the box out, it wasn't. First of all, he was boxing out his man, and then he went to box out that man because somebody was watching the play, thinking the game was over. That's why. Like who was defending the guy that Bridges ended up pushing? That's the issue. That guy's not playing through the whistle. You got to play through the whistle. You got to run through the line. Like he was trying to do extra.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, a lot of people on the chat concerned about my blood pressure.
Where's my abacus?
I can't even. It wasn't even about counting. It was about. I have an English degree. I have a degree in English, a college degree in English, a college that is accredited and still exists.
Wasn't DeVry, was it? Was it Trump University?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't a university that was on a boat that sank. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player in the big game to score the first touchdown, but his teammate scores instead. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the big game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line with BetMGM's Second Chance. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back and unrestricted withdrawable funds.
Busy Thursday morning, continuing with the Belt Parkway eastbound. Just cleared of an accident between Flatbush Avenue and Rockaway Parkway. All lanes are open. Traffic starting to improve there. FDR southbound slow for the 100s down to the 90s. An accident in the right lane. Hempstead Turnpike eastbound. That's going to be slow by Elmont Avenue at Elmont. An accident 1 lane block. Saginaw Coast Parkway northbound by Pioneer Drive at Bayshore. Accident blocking 1 lane. Big delays in New Jersey at 287 southbound. At Mahwah at exit 66, a crash 2 lanes blocked. Then about an 8 to 10-mile delay south 287 into Morristown, exit 33. Crash involving a tractor trailer still blocking the 2 left lanes. Route 18 at East Brunswick, that's closed both ways at Ruse Lane because of a crash in a downed utility pole. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Hi, this is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. I've talked about how a construction accident took my father's leg. The heavy prosthetic he wore looked nothing like the high-tech limbs we have today. It was crude wood and metal, held together by bolts that dug into his skin and left painful ulcers. But the thing I remember about my dad is how he never complained. He put on his prosthetic leg and he went to work. He coached my baseball teams, danced, sang karaoke, and even loved to travel. He may have limped, but he always held his head up high and he lived with dignity. At D'Agostino & Associates, I spent over 35 years building a law firm that helps accident victims and those in need of their Social Security disability benefits. We fight till our clients get the money and dignity they deserve. So call us today at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey. So don't tell me personal injuries aren't personal. I know what they can cost a family. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino Law. Bite back.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
So, should we split the bill?
But math is the worst.
Not all math, because with New York Lottery's extra multiplier scratch-off games, you can multiply your winnings up to 200 times.
Wait, multiply my winnings?
Yeah, you take your winnings, then multiply those winnings up to 200 times.
So all of my winnings times 200?
Yeah, that.
Oh. I've always said math's the best.
Play for chances to multiply your winnings 30, 50, up to 200 times. Prizes up to $5 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text BILL to 231231 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text BILL to 231231. That's BILL to 231231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Oh, listen, I got it. Hey, you're going to defend your old partner in front of me. That's cool. No, Alan and Dave and Rick were getting into it. So I'm unclear on exactly what happened, but I guess there was some discussion about Lawrence Taylor yesterday on the afternoon show. And Dave called up and called in, was on the air for like 20 minutes. And that kind of, let's just say, it sounds like, from what I can gather, and I did not hear it, that maybe Alan just kind of lost interest in the whole thing. Where is it here on the page? The very bottom, Alan down on Dave.
Yeah, you laid out. Is everything all right?
Everything's great.
It was almost like Michael called. You know when Michael's in, all of a sudden Alan gets conspicuously silent?
Yeah.
It was almost the same with Dave.
It was a conversation about Michael at the end. That's when he checked.
No, he was out from the very beginning. He was not on board with Dave calling it.
It was a lot, my opinion.
A lot.
It was like Don with Booger early in the season. I'm good.
This is unfortunately a revealing moment.
Come on, it didn't feel like a lot. Like he called in, he wasn't happy not being part of the LT list. Okay, like that's great, but it's 5 o'clock. We got stuff to get to.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah,
he's all set. He's all set.
No. I didn't say I'm good on Dave. It's just it was a lot.
We have yo-yos who could be screaming about the Panarin trade to get you, for God's sake.
See again, now you're going to play the game of what's better.
Frank
what
Reich
was better than this?
I thought saying what exactly?
No, he said
that's what you're doing. What you're going to do the whole, well, what else is better than this? And my answer would be pretty much anything.
Oh my God. He said, let's get our morning guy off the air to talk about an interpersonal thing. We got to talk about this bird at UBS now.
Well, the bird's a very important thing to me right now, right?
I would not be nearly as shocked if I didn't think that Allen was dead serious.
Ooh. Now, I know they kind of had it on this morning and tried to iron it out a little bit, but let's see if we can blow that back up again. Honestly, I think it's
almost anything.
I get where Allen was coming from, but I guess the Don had asked Dave to come on. Yeah. Well, we'll get more into this in just a little bit.
We can ask McCourty about Valdez going to the Tigers.
About Framber Valdez? Why does he want to talk about Framber Valdez?
I just wanted to make it awkward, just like the show with Allen and what.
You don't have to try very hard.
Exactly.
It's Jason McCourty who joins us from San Francisco. Of course, ESPN.
He out making that money. He out there making that money.
What's up, man?
What's happening? Bart, it's not. I don't know if it's that much money, man. I'm an old retired guy now.
It's enough to get a vacation, and you're a former Patriot, baby. It's your week. I don't know what it feels like to be a Patriot or to be a Super Bowl champion where your team is out there, man. You should be cleaning up. They're bringing them Old Spice commercials back.
What do you get? There's got to be something that you are pitching this week. There's got to be something.
I'm actually down here with the NFL. So I was hosting a social justice town hall yesterday. There's a NFL legacy luncheon tomorrow that I'll be hosting too. So
you're actually doing You're actually doing important work, making me feel like a jackass thinking you're out there hawking bounty towels.
Nah.
Yeah, see, don't believe in what Bart's talking about.
The justice that 25K they got to write, my boy. That's the justice.
Where are you on this game after 10 days now of taking all of this in? As we always get somewhat paralyzed by the analysis, where are you today on where this game is headed?
Listen, I think when you look at it, Seattle is probably the more complete team when you look at defensively, offensively, special teams, and what they have talent-wise compared to New England. And I just think the way they've played on the offensive side of the ball through the playoffs. But for me, as I look at New England, I think the key for them to get this upset, which I think they are going to do, is defensively. They've blitzed a ton throughout the end of the season and throughout the playoffs. Can they get to Sam Darnold? And I think they're going to be able to. I think attacking the interior of this Seattle offensive line, coming with the off-the-ball blitzes like they did with the linebackers and safeties, I think if they can affect Sam Darnold and pressure him, that's when we see the turnovers and the mistakes start to happen. So I think that's the key for New England. And then Drake May, he's been healthy. And I think that's going to allow him to be able to use his legs to kind of slow down this Seattle defense to give them a shot.
It's interesting that you talk about the blitz because that means that Njigba is going to be one-on-one on the outside, and Sam may have just enough confidence in him just to throw it up. But I want to ask you something that's unique to you. You went and you played in the Super Bowl after being on a team or in organizations that wasn't used to winning. And so you were there and you saw how New England, who was, seasoned at going to championships and Super Bowls, how they handle the pressure of that week, the situational football of that week. And, McDaniels was on those staffs. How was the preparation and how did their experience help you as far as being able to handle the moment, being the first time that you went to the Super Bowl and that group had been to the Super Bowl a couple of times?
Yeah, like a couple of times. When I got there and we went, it was literally their third straight year going to the Super Bowl. So when you talk about the preparation part of it, well, we go to Kansas City. We win the AFC Championship game Sunday night. We get back. We have a Super Bowl logistics meeting Monday morning. They start the meeting off. The meeting was probably 7 minutes. And they ended the meeting and they were like, listen, most of you guys in this room, you've done this. You've been to the Super Bowl these last 2 years. You understand how it is. For any of the new guys, if you have any questions, just come find me. And that was it. And I'm sitting there, and to what you're saying, they don't even realize how spoiled they were in that sense, because so many guys and other teams, it's your first time going to a lot of people, and you have to go over so many different things that they were able to just skip to the front of the line, because we've all been there. We've done that. We know how the tickets work. We know the 2 weeks. We know that halftime's a lot double the time that it is during a regular season. We fully prepared for halftime, where we go in, all right, the first 5 minutes you guys have to your own. The next 5 minutes you get something to eat, snack or smoothie. Then the next 5 minutes is all our time. You need to be in your, like, they had it down to a T. Even the report that I saw came out that Josh McDaniels in the offensive side of the ball, they waited to install a lot of their offense until they got to San Francisco, because Josh, now in his 10th Super Bowl, realized that you need something to keep the players engaged as you get towards the end of the week. Like, those type of things are such a secret weapon that don't often get talked about, that when I was on that team, any question you had, they had been there. Whether you lost the game or won the game, you went through the experience, and that's a key part of having so many guys on the roster that did it at that time.
Now, it's interesting that you say that, because when you did it, it was a veteran team that had been there. This team hasn't been there, so this is new for all of them. So I'm assuming it wasn't a 7-minute meeting. But when you look at the quarterback situation, you have pressure on two quarterbacks for different reasons. Sam Darnold for validation that he's not a bust, and for Drake May trying to prove that he's the next big thing, right? Like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Burrow, none of those guys are able to do it. If he does this, he's doing something that only Tom Brady has done. I think Ben Roethlisberger, Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl, right?
Year 2. He went to the Super Bowl.
Like that did something year 2 that could set his career to superstardom. Who do you think is equipped to handle the pressure more?
Man, it's such a good question. It's so tough because the Super Bowl, like we were talking about it earlier in the week, and you look at it for Sam Darnold, you're like, oh, he's the older guy. He has more to prove with everything. But for Drake, you always assume that when you're young and you're talented, you're going to get back. And like Marino, like you said, he didn't get his opportunity to go back. I would say Drake May, I feel really good about. I think what he's shown us in his 2 years, him being able to handle everything that's gone on, from a coaching change to all of those different avenues, that he's just continued to ascend, especially this year, even throughout these playoffs where they've gone against the best defenses, and he hasn't always had his best game. He's handled it well. He's made plays in the fourth quarter to propel them. So I'm going to say Drake May, but it's a toss-up. It's so hard to doubt anything Sam Darnold has done when you watch how he's played in these 2 playoff games, and you just look at his journey, which defines resiliency and everything that he's gone through throughout his career. So these are 2 of the guys that maybe aren't just 2 superstars the next up, like the Mahomes and the Burrows and the Josh Allens and Lamar Jackson, but these are guys that have been through some things that you're like, man, I might have doubted these 2 at the beginning of the season, but hell, they've earned this opportunity to be here.
Jason McCourty with us, ESPN NFL analyst. You said you thought the Patriots were going to upset them. So if that's the case, where are the spots in the margins? Where are the weaknesses that they're going to have to take advantage of outside of how much you talked about the blitz?
I think on the offensive side of the ball for Drake May and these guys, it's going to start with being able, if you can't run the football, can you get to screens to slow down this defensive front? I think that's going to be a key part. You're not just going to line up and run at this big defensive line the way they've been able to handle it. So I think running screens and getting the ball to the tight ends and the running backs as the defensive line is getting up the field. And then the next thing, I think early on in the game for Josh McDaniels, having some quarterback design runs. I know Drake May had the shoulder injury, so he's got to get down and protect himself. But I think using his legs, you have to slow them down early on. And then I think we've given a ton of credit, as which is due to Kubiak and how he's moved Jackson Smith and Jigba all over the offense to create mismatches. Josh McDaniels has done some of that too throughout the course of the season. So I think with 2 weeks to design something, him and McDonald, that kind of chess match is going to be a ton of fun. And I think Josh is going to have to win those with matchups. How can you move a Pop Douglas in the backfield to get him a one-on-one on a linebacker or on a safety to try to create some of those opportunities to make plays down the field, attacking maybe a Josh Jobe when he gets one-on-one on the outside with a Kayshon Boutte.
Now, if you have the Patriots winning, and I have Seattle winning, but who's your MVP?
Have to be Drake May. I think for the quarterback not to win it, it's going to be it has to be a very low-scoring game like the one we were in where Julian Edelman won it. And I don't see this one being low-scoring. I think there are going to be some points on the board. So I would say Drake May, he's going to have a fantastic game and protect the football and make plays with his legs and do some of those special things, big throws down the field for them to come up with an upset.
All right, last one for me, J-Mac. Just Jet-related, hiring Frank Reich. What's your take on that?
I think it's not the sexy hire. I think when you look at that for the Jets, you had Tanner Eggstrand, and it was this young and up-and-coming offensive coordinator coming over from Detroit, and you get excited about everything you've seen the Detroit Lions offense do. When you hire Frank Reich, you're like, wasn't he last with the Panthers when they had a young quarterback and it didn't even last a season? But I think for Aaron Glenn, you get an experienced offensive coordinator, someone who's been a head coach, that you allow to come in the building that not only can he help on the offense, but it's also somebody to have conversations with when it comes to running the football team. So I think it's an okay hire, and you look at the upside of it and you say, hey, I got a veteran coach in this locker room and on this staff that maybe can help on the offensive – that obviously you want to help on the offensive side of the ball, but can also touch on some other areas. I think when you look at the Jets and how everything's gone down when they fired Tanner Eggstrand, it's just like, all right, like, Frank Reich, like that's your reaction. You're like, let's go. He's a veteran. Let's see what he can do. I'm not doing flips over it, but I think it's an okay hire for where they were in the process.
Now let's see if you have an unknown bias, even unknown to yourself, because deep down it could be a seed of hate for the Jets inside of you. Let's see if it's true, if you can recognize it or not. Now, how do you feel about the Matt Nagy hire?
You feel probably exactly the same.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. That's all. That you can stop right there, because I wanted to say everything you said. Former head coach, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to see if you're gonna keep that same energy, or did you have just a little bit of extra hate for the Jets?
No hate for the Jets. All love, baby. I want everybody to win.
Okay. So the headline out of this: coordinator hires in New York suck. That from Jason McCourty. Thank you.
End quote.
Quote me.
Hey, enjoy it out there this week, man. Thanks again.
Hey, bring me back a bottle of wine, man.
And thanks for being with us all year long. We appreciate it. We know you've been really handsomely rewarded for popping on with us each and every week.
We know.
I'm still waiting for those checks.
We know our being part of our show was it part of the fine print that you didn't read when you signed your contract. He's like, what? Like line 72. 1A.
They'll come up in the renegotiation.
Appreciate it, Jay. Thanks, man.
Anytime.
That's Jason McCourty, ESPN NFL analyst. He was really good with us all season long.
Out there working on justice.
Yeah. I feel bad because he's out, what are you out there selling? Dude wipes? What are you doing?
We're doing social justice.
No, we're doing social justice. We're doing important work out here. That's fine. That's okay.
That'd be 20.
I think I'm just out here for the money. That's fine.
That'd be $25,000. Oh, I'm hosting? Oh, I get that host money. Yeah, that Super Bowl committee with them NFLs. Yeah, that's the yeah, I'm gonna ask him to hold something when he get back.
ESPN New York.
It's last call for football, and FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD and last TD. So, I mentioned, I like Stephon Diggs. How about Diggs to shock with the first TD? And maybe we'll get another short Jake Bobo touchdown as well. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD and last TD. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 and over, physically present in New York, opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for all with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood, Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather, classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
Hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-793-8074 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-793-8074. That's 800-793-8074. What do you have to lose? Call 800-793-8074. Again, 800-793-8074.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I want to get a couple of calls in here real quick. Let's get to...
Let's tell them Knickerbockers, man, because I feel like McCourty threw us off them Knickerbockers.
David and Elizabeth is up next. Oh. David, what's going on?
What up, fellas? So, all right, we're going to get straight down to the meat and potatoes, fellas. All right, Bart, I think we're going to lose on Friday, but you know what? We're going to take that, and we're going to use that fuel when we see you in the playoffs. I ain't trying to pull a J.R. Smith or Amari Stoudemire like the time they told LeBron and friends, "I'll see you in the third round," and they never got there. But I feel like it's inevitable. We're going to definitely meet in the playoffs. And that was a playoff atmosphere last night game. And I ain't going to hold you. My man Mighty Mouse came through. That same guy with the assists that were down, he's coming through. It was good to see last night, man. It was good to see, and I can't wait to check you guys out at the watch party. And, hey, Bart, real quick before you guys let me go, not for nothing, it looks like in Jetland it's getting interesting. I don't know what they're going to do there, but
I'll tell you.
We'll see what happens with the Reich hire.
You know, David, like, J-Mac didn't love that. He didn't love the hire.
I love it. I don't know why he didn't. I think
he kind of thought it was kind of an also-ran thing.
Well, this is the thing. Everybody wants a new up-and-comer because he has new and fresh ideas. Why can't an older dude have new and fresh ideas? Right? If Kyle Shanahan or Kingsbury got it, they would have been, oh, because of the reputation. Frank Reich has that same reputation. What do you mean? Like, he had Carson Wentz as an MVP candidate. Like, he went to Indianapolis. He was able to be successful there. He was in college. You talked about the job that he did. So you talk about learning new ideas. Go coach in college.
Listen, I think Reich will help. I absolutely believe he will help. What really becomes interesting, though, is what kind of a quarterback is it going to be for Frank Reich? We will discuss that next. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is making every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes. Here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. And every live bet means another shot to win. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY and 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility, in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you. No, you don't. You want all the shine. No, I don't. Call whatever you want. Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. More details coming soon with DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
For 100 days, I'm going to cross the 7 continents because the answers to everything important are out there at the edges of our world. I'm stepping into the unknown. Where are we going? To see our planet as it's never been seen before. From pole to pole.
Pole to Pole with Will Smith from National Geographic. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Show me the way.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Yeah! You know, is it... I have to ask what's going on here. Because some days it's a pastrami sandwich. And then today I look up and it appears to be some sort of yogurt. It appears to be some sort of granola.
With pumpkin seeds.
And some sort of blueberry. Jake, bring it in here. We'll take a look. I'll give a little preview as to what's coming. We got a little situation, a little Carlin's Corner situation.
Oh, did you get the sandwich?
No. No sandwich. This is different. And I am looking forward to this. Thank you. Jake Montgomery went. This is a very interesting. It was already paid for, correct?
We want the chicken parm, damn it. We want the chicken parm, damn it.
Okay, good. They
so
check
we can
ID.
steal other people's stuff. We want chicken parm.
Well, if you have their name. So, anyway, I'll get to this in a second because this will be Carlin's Corner table. But, so what is going on? Because we have bouncing around here from what appears to be what kind of blueberry yogurt with chopped up cherries.
And I don't like yogurt.
Granola.
I don't like yogurt.
And this has been in the mix lately as opposed to the pastrami sandwich and the chips. And, all right, eating healthier is one thing. That's fine. Oh, we got a pastrami sandwich for later.
Well,
we're going to have that in addition. My bad.
No, it's not pastrami sandwich. This is actually eggs because I'm trying to get my protein. I got to double my protein for my body weight.
Okay.
So I'm down to 230 now.
Right.
From probably this time last year, I was probably 260.
Really?
250, 255.
I've plateaued. I haven't lost anything in the last week and a half.
You just got to change it up, man.
I know. Well, I'm going to change it up here. So, you see this?
See, I'm leaning out big time, man. I'm starting.
I see the guns every day when you wear the T-shirts from Baby Gap. I got it.
No, so I'm growing muscle now. So I haven't grew muscle in maybe 4 years.
Okay.
So now I'm actually actively growing muscle.
So the name of the place is Losers.
Ooh.
And it's not a place that actually exists.
Oh, wow.
It's not a restaurant per se.
Oh, it's a secret place.
It is a kind of a secret place that you have to order from online.
Oh.
You have to get the email at the right time. And it is a sourdough cinnamon roll.
Sourdough cinnamon, so it's like a pancake breakfast thing? Man,
Yes, it is Loser's big sourdough or big cinnamon roll, brioche sourdough, baked fresh for your enjoyment.
But I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm starting to see the condensation getting on there. That means that the heat is starting to plateau. You need to just eat it now. I'll handle the line.
No.
I'll grab the wheel, and I'll try not to drive around. You eat, and then so that you can make sure you eat it nice and warm.
No, because there are heating instructions here for later. Everybody calm down. All right?
You're going to be
Everybody calm down.
You're a reheater?
In this case, I have no problem.
Can't be a reheater.
I'm not reheating in the microwave.
Are you
going to reheat in the oven?
Are you going to use the convection oven right there?
I don't think I'm going to do it here. I think I'm going to do it at home.
Oh, my God.
What?
You're going to eat?
This was made this morning.
That's like
this was not made 4 days ago.
That's like eating it the next day.
I am not in the Entenmann's aisle at the freaking supermarket.
Hold up. So you got it It was made. You're going to eat it 6 hours later. It's going to be out in the elements. It's going to come down pat.
Out in the elements.
It's going to drop down the room.
Am I throwing it into a cyclone bomb? What am I doing?
It's going to drop down to room temperature, and then you're going to reheat it. All the flavor and the icing ain't gonna melt the same.
Can you trust
a
moment?
You need to eat it now.
Oh, I don't. I'm not going to do it on the show.
This would be an exclusive first.
Because I personally would find eating during the show incredibly disrespectful.
This would be. See, you should try it. It's liberating.
It's liberating for you. It's disrespectful to us.
It's liberating. This keeps my energy up, my blood sugar.
So but this is different because it's one of the ones on social that I saw that I wanted to check out. But you can't just go to a store and buy it. You don't wait online for it. You have to be on a newsletter. And then I was on the newsletter for like 2 weeks and didn't get an email that said anything was available.
You got to send
And then finally, I got one yesterday. I got an email yesterday that says they have it, and you have to pick it up between 10 and 1.
Be right here.
And if you don't pick it up by 1 o'clock, no cinnamon.
You kicked off the list forever?
Not kicked off the list, but the money that you just spent to get it, out.
See, but this is the thing. This is the thing, bro.
No, this is a New York City
thing. Right.
But
you
that's
can't pull
why
this
I'm
crap
doing
off.
it. It's all part of the experience. It's a New York City experience.
Not for a cinnamon bun, man. You got to go through all that for a cinnamon bun?
Bro, from what I have seen,
I'm just going to jack
people are raving about this thing. So we're going to put it to the test. You know I'm going to keep it real.
People are raving about it because the thing that people want here is access.
Yes.
You want somebody.
I don't want access.
You want somebody to want something. Tell them they can't have it.
Let me tell you something about how amazing I am just as a person. Okay, this is me. Now you and I go out into public. I don't have anywhere near the same cachet that you do, nor should I. Everybody knows Bart Scott when they see him. Occasionally, in the state of New Jersey in particular, I might get recognized. I went to Talercio's a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting online. That line at Talercio's, because they're redoing the entire kitchen, was an hour long.
Ooh.
An hour long for those sandwiches. Guy comes out front from behind, says, hey, come here. I'll take you around. We'll get your order in. You know what I said? No.
Damn.
I said, Chris, come back around.
Damn.
No, I said, no, I'm not going to do that. See, this poor lady, there was a poor lady standing in front of me who was holding her kid in her arm. She didn't even know that she was going to a specialty place. Her husband, quote, sent her out to the deli for sandwiches.
Yeah.
And this is where she ended up.
What you didn't realize is she rented that kid. That wasn't even her kid. She was trying to use the kid to get the same love that you just got showed.
But I didn't. And I said, no, I won't. I won't take your special treatment. No, that's me.
Yeah.
So on this, I don't take any special treatment.
No.
I don't want special treatment. I want to experience it like the people. That way I will tell you the truth.
That's it. That's why your bag says losers on it, because you lost when you did that one. You should have took your ass right to the front of the line. I can't believe you. And
I'm not going to do that in front of all these people who are behind me and in front of me. And
forget them.
Excuse me, people.
Yes,
the
I'm
king
better
of
than
New
you.
Jersey is coming through.
I am better than you. Yes. I have an outstanding segment called Carlin's Corner, and I am a connoisseur, and this is going to boost it. I'm doing something for them just like they're doing something for me. Like, guess what? The people that waited in line did all that stuff. They probably ate it right there on the spot.
Some people do.
You got to reheat it. You're a reheater. I never saw you as a reheater.
Again, I'm reheating it simply because I'm going to put it in the oven. It gives directions to do it, and they only put these things out once, probably 2 to 3 times a week.
Have you ever?
I ordered another one for tomorrow for the soup.
Have you ever? And you going to reheat that too?
Well, obviously, if I'm doing it for the Super Bowl, I'm going to give that one a chance to be around for 2 days.
Are you going to go?
If it's good, and if it's not, I'll give it to somebody else.
Are you going to go to? Are you going to go to Home Depot and buy a red light and just keep it at a certain temperature for 2 days? I'm
going to go buy an easy bake oven and do it with a light bulb. Like I'm letting a baby chick. I'm in a classroom and it's my time to take care of the baby chick.
That's exactly what I mean. To make sure that it won't cook it. It just keeps it at that temperature.
So you want me to go to get the French fry lights?
Yes. And keep it at the same temperature for 2 days.
How amazing would it be in a house, like at home, to have a French fry heat lamp. What's that? Oh, that's my French fry heat lamp. Like, if I won the lottery, I would do my best to not tell anybody, but there would be signs, and that would be one of them.
That in the cotton candy machine in the middle of your living room?
I hate cotton candy. Hate it. Hate cotton candy.
You just had the wrong cotton candy.
No, man, it gets all sticky in your hands. It is so not worth the investment of time and energy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's on the stick, man.
Oh, God.
You mean get your hands sticky?
It's just, no, but it's on a stick, but you still end up having to tear little pieces off. It's like,
oh, God.
And then it's like, I'm eating cotton that's just got pure sugar in it. I don't like cotton candy. You want to give me a snow cone? I'm all about a snow cone. Snow cone's good.
Snow cones runs out of their potency. You gotta re-pour. I need when I get that.
Oh, you re-pour?
Yeah,
you
re-pour. I re-pour. I don't reheat. I re-pour.
What was the thing from the ice cream truck that was like a snow cone?
Shave ice?
No. It was like a snow cone, but at the bottom of the cone was a gumball.
Oh, yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about?
No, it was like a push pop almost.
Somewhat like a push pop.
Yeah, it was the same thing. It had it usually blue at the bottom, it's red, and you eat it at the bottom. But it's
the
just
screwball. Bang!
Yeah, screwball.
Right there. Tom Bauer, well done.
You can tell he spent a lot of time in parks.
See, now that just sounds wrong. That sounds like, Tom's hanging out at the ice cream truck a lot in parks.
Hey, guy.
As a single guy in his 20s.
Guy, can I buy you a screwball?
Yeah, for the record, the ice cream truck came by the street once a week as a kid, and I would always take advantage of that. In the summer.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Y'all must have been cheap as hell in your neighborhood. Ice cream man come over get that cheese every day, baby.
I was living the dream.
Once a week?
I would say it was more than once a week
for
us in the summer, but it was not every day. It was not every day.
See, like, poor kids live off of that stuff.
I'm going to need the video from all that stuff for the corner table episode, so if you could clip that off.
The screwball?
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. So that will be Carlin's corner table this week. What is supposedly the best cinnamon roll in all of New York.
I don't know how you can give it a fair assessment if it's not fresh.
Why don't you let me
heat
worry
it up
about
wrong?
that? I'm sorry. Are you the one investing time and energy in this for the last year? Why don't you let me worry about that, okay?
Now, is the instruction, does it say convection oven or does it say regular oven? Because it's two different kinds. Okay. Do you have to preheat the oven? Or do you put it in there?
Remove top. Pop this tray into the oven at 350 until warm, roughly 5 minutes. They do give a microwave option, but I'm not doing that.
Microwave's gonna cook it from the inside.
Yeah, and it's gonna harden it up. I'm not doing that. But it says it only takes 5-10 minutes at the most.
What kind of device is that, brother?
What do you mean?
That's plastic. I mean, what's this underneath? Heating this? What's that?
That's a thing that.
That's carcinogens. Oh man.
I'm not getting.
You don't heat it in the box.
Why are you trying to ruin this? Why are you trying? I'm not getting a dime out of this, and you got me getting cancer out of this thing after I went to the special effort for our fans. I'll tell you what. You came in today and you said, I'm choosing violence.
I just want you to eat it fresh, man.
I'm not going to do it on the show.
Now you're about to heat it up in a plastic tray. How does that sound?
It's not a plastic tray. It's designed to be reheated in.
Oh, it's Teflon.
No, it's designed to be reheated.
Right, it's Teflon.
Once again.
Once you heat it up, it's going to go right into your food, man. I need you around, big fella.
Do I tell you what your assignment is on 3rd down and 9 when you are in a 3-4 and you have to actually try to figure out who you're responsible for? I don't. So don't tell me my business. It's the same level of complication.
I'm going to call my assistant. I'm going to tell him to bring up my cast iron skillet. I only eat out of cast iron and titanium. None of that coated stuff.
No, only 4-cheese lasagna. No 3 cheeses. I only eat out of cast iron skillets.
Or titanium.
Oh, my God. The same man who used to eat King Vitamin is now I only eat out of titanium.
Well, it made the roof of my mouth tough. So now I can eat anything. I can eat gravel and it won't bleed.
Let me tell you something. I only eat out of things that are carcinogenic.
You like Mr.
It's
Burns?
got gluten in it.
You like Mr. Burns? He got all the cancers, but they all jammed up at the door so none of them can get through.
Exactly. If you have gluten in something and somebody's worried about it, don't worry. Give me their gluten. I'll double my gluten. That's fine. Stop. Anyway.
I know what to get you for Christmas.
Gluten?
No, a fry lamp.
That would be pretty good. That would be a pretty good gift.
Get one from Vintage McDonald's store.
800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. You should be watching us all over the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can go and subscribe and smash the like button and comment, because we're going to use some of your comments in here. Food with glitter. Carlin can't get glitter out of anything. There wasn't glitter on my food. There's no glitter on here. And trust me, I already know you can't get glitter out of anything. I've tried.
That was gold. That was gold shavings.
It was not gold shaving. Cotton candy invented in 1904 by a dentist to drum up business. That from Scott Couture. I wouldn't be surprised.
Same guy made floss.
Want to get back to the Jets here for a minute. Rich Cimini, this is interesting, has some rather pointed comments from Flight Deck, his podcast. He, of course, covers the Jets for ESPN NFL Nation and ESPN New York. And Rich, first of all, offers some insight onto what kind of quarterback Frank Reich could be looking at and what some of the outside options are.
The real story, though, is who are they going to bring in from the outside? Some of the names to watch, as I mentioned, Jacoby Brissett is a name to watch. Frank Reich had him in Indianapolis for a couple of years. I think he really likes Brissett. Frank likes taller quarterbacks, more pocket-style quarterbacks, as opposed to the shorter run-around guys. So keep an eye on Brissett. Brissett also happens to be very close with Bill Parcells. He basically looks at Parcells as a mentor. They developed a relationship many years ago when Brissett was a high schooler in South Florida, where Parcells lives, and they hit it off. They've stayed in touch. And, of course, we know Parcells and Aaron Glenn are very close, so you can connect the dots there. Kirk Cousins, another name to watch. He could get released by the Falcons. Mac Jones, also under contract to the 49ers. Another name, Marcus Mariota, Jimmy Garoppolo, Malik Willis will be free agents. Willis, of course, there's buzz around Willis because he had a couple of decent games. I don't think any team's going to go out and spend big money and hand a starting job to Malik Willis. I think he'd have to come in as a backup or at least competing for a starting job.
I've never seen this before, but Bart's eyes actually rolled back into the back of his head, Rich.
It don't make sense. One, because he's a mentor and he's friendly with, can he play? Like, it's a lot of, just because you connect the dots with Bill Parcells and Jacoby Brissett, can he play? Secondly, nobody's going to trade for Malik Willis. Come on, man. He has Miami basically written on his ass, 305. I mean, he was just with him, and he saw firsthand, Hatley, what's going on. Now, Tua might get released, or they might eat that money to get rid of him and eat that money like Sean Payton ate Russell Wilson's. But I'm always – I hate when people talk about the type of quarterback. Like, you can have a type, but if he's not good, who cares? Like, who cares if you're a pocket quarterback? It's not a quarterback that he mentioned that has more talent and more upside than Kyler Murray. Maybe you want to make an argument with Matt Jones, still really hasn't accomplished. At no point looked as good, in my opinion, as Kyler Murray. And at some point, I think that Kyler Murray offers both. He can be a pocket quarterback. Only reason he runs because he has to. I mean, because he can. It's not because he has to. He can step back and miss me with the height stuff. Who was that in the playoffs? Got his pass batted down like 6 times. They're playing New England. Maybe it's C.J. Stroud. Somebody. They got the
I think it was Stroud.
Got the ball batted down. Stroud's like, what, 6'4"?
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Got the ball knocked down. So it don't matter. It's about your delivery, too. And if you have overtop delivery, it's not about how tall I am. It's about how hard my arm comes over when I deliver the football. So that stuff is all deceiving. If you got a chance to get Kyler Murray over anybody, maybe than Mac Jones because he's just a safe pick, and you can get him and have him under control, I think Kyler Murray's going to cost you more money. Like, miss me on the whole wet towel on Kyler Murray when you're talking about who's the better player. And and at this point, they're trying to find somebody that they can try and catch lightning in a bottle, like Tampa did with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's not a tall quarterback. I ask you this. Who in the league is a tall quarterback? When we talk about the best players, Lamar Jackson, 6'2".
Josh Allen.
I'm saying Lamar Jackson, 6'2". Herbert. Jalen Hurts is how tall?
Jalen Hurts, I think, is 6'3".
No, he not. Jalen Hurts barely 6 feet. He might be 6'1". Maybe. Okay, Dak Prescott, 6 feet. Like, when you look at most of the quarterbacks in this league.
Jalen Hurts is 6'1".
Right. I'm saying, like, I've been next to him. I had him in my program.
Oh, well, look at me. I had him in my
I had him at the Senior Bowl. Baker Mayfield, 6 feet, 6'1", maybe. Mac Jones might be 6'2", maybe. Like, Matthew Stafford's not tall. Sam Darnold's not tall. So what's this big 6'5" pocket quarterback that's thriving? Patrick Mahomes is what, 6'1"?
Well, to further the point, here is Rich saying that maybe Kyler Murray is not the guy.
Kyler Murray's attracted a lot of speculation with regard to the Jets. I'd be a little surprised if they went down that road. He has not been a durable player. He has not been a good player, quite frankly. I was talking to one of his former teammates the other day, and he basically warned off the Jets about, I said, Jets might be going after Kyler in a month or two, and he goes, no. He goes, the Jets don't want to do that. You don't want Kyler Murray as your quarterback, and this is someone who played with Murray, so there's always been talk about how he doesn't love football. So I'd be a little surprised. You know, Aaron Glenn always talks about culture. That one would surprise me.
Guess what? If he didn't love football, the man could have played baseball. What are you talking about? He can walk away from football right now and go play baseball. He was drafted by the A's. So I understand some people, well, he wanted a guaranteed contract when he came in. I get all that. This man, if he didn't love football, wouldn't be playing right now. And I warn you about getting information from former teammates. Because don't tell me who I was. Who I was don't mean that's who I am now. How many times have we seen guys like start off immature, not a leader, all that type of stuff, and evolve? So I don't want to talk to a former teammate that might have played with him 3 years ago. He could be a totally different person. Baker Mayfield's a totally different person. Sam Darnold's a totally different person. What are we talking about? Who I was ain't who I am. It's what it's called evolving and growing and maturing. And who knows what their relationship was with that teammate. A lot of teammates are a bunch of haters anyway.
Let's get to some calls here, guys who've been waiting for a bit to get in on this. First of all, Mateo in Jersey City is next on ESPN New York. Mateo, what's up?
Good morning, guys. Well, it's almost good afternoon. Bart, you're the man. I've loved you since you were a Chet. Can't wait. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to my team. Now, I just want to say, is Frank Reich coming over to the Jets a premonition or something that can, is Aaron Glenn looking over his shoulder all year and be a little nervous? Or are we looking Tomlin 27?
I mean, listen, if Tomlin – for me, if Tomlin wants a job, if this season doesn't go 7 wins or more, and Tomlin wants a job, even if the season went well, you have to consider Tomlin. Like, he's arguably one of the best coaches of our time. He's not Andy Reid, no. I mean, he's not Sean McVay, I don't think. But man, he's right there. You talk about a guy that you know exactly what you're going to get. And the standard is the standard. I absolutely would go with Mike Tomlin, and it has nothing to do with Aaron Glenn. It's just that, you got a Hall of Fame leader and a Hall of Fame coach that if he wants a job, he gets to pick his job. It's just that's the way the world goes. Certain people get to skip the line.
The thing that we haven't talked about with Tomlin very much is there have been 2 or 3 times. Now, this could be just now based off of, just coming off it and being burned out, where Tomlin, you would believe, has told people,
he's not going to coach
just
again.
it. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, it could be Bill Cowher. I mean, I've worked with Bill Cowher, and every year people were teasing that Bill Cowher's coming back, and I'm like, Bill, you coming back? Man, I ain't never coming. I'm making $8 million to sit here and talk 18 times a year. Hell no, I ain't coming back.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Right.
$8 million for Bill Cowher at the time?
And one more thing, guys.
Maybe 4 or 5.
Still.
The best thing that came out of the Giannis trade was that Cat became a dog. I think he heard the rumors.
Oh,
he was
up.
like, no.
He was more of a snow leopard yesterday. I don't know about a dog.
Yeah,
mess with you.
Nobody's going to confuse Cat with a dog quite yet.
Meow.
No. It's
See,
not.
I would get tired of people talking about me like that.
So would I.
I might smack the hell out of him. He might have to get assault. assault and battery on just punching
So
somebody
what
in the
was
face.
the old story about Bill Russell is that at the beginning, people thought he was soft.
Yes, sir.
And all he had to do, like that Red Auerbach told him, listen, just in a national TV game, throw one forearm into somebody. You'll never have to do it again.
I mean,
and they will, in throwing that forearm, proves Russell's toughness at that point.
Listen, Bill did play in a town which probably was one of the most racist places you can ever play in Boston.
You can take away probably.
Well, I was trying to think.
At the time, it certainly was.
Well, I was trying to think. There was no team in Mississippi at the time. So
well, at the time, it certainly was.
Yeah.
My family lived up there, and you know,
they were racist.
They weren't white enough to live up there.
Right. Let me see your papers. How white are you?
It's a joke. It's a joke. No, listen. Times were pretty tough up there.
Well,
for a while.
you hear what's going on and what they're saying now with Jaylen Brown. A couple years ago, I had to address it. Like it's still there. Like, but he grew up at a time where like, if you were a big black guy, you really couldn't do certain things. You had to be timid, and you had to talk a certain way, and certain place you could have access to go to and couldn't go through. Cat has no excuse. Like, light-skinned dudes are accepted all over. He can be tough. You know what's funny? I was watching Eric Benet, and Eric Benet was saying how he's light-skinned, but he feel like a dark-skinned dude. It's like, it's this whole thing in our culture about, light skin because they think they grow up differently and they get more favor, right? And I think Cat's probably dealt with that his whole career, and he's always been big, right? So being big can be intimidating. So like you typically try and make people comfortable because people are uncomfortable about how massive you are, and sometimes I think it slipped into his game. Like it's like how Shaq didn't want to hurt people, and then but he had a sergeant for a father. Like, it's sometimes even with Giselle, like when she's playing and she's much bigger than these kids, she outweighing about 20, 30 pounds, she's timid. And I'm like, it's not your fault that you're bigger than them. Like, use what God gave you as your advantage. Like, you don't have to be timid and when you knock somebody down on the other team, say, try and help them up. Hell no. Step on their ass and run down the court. Like, I think that's something that big kids have to deal with. Like, one of my kids' best friends was one of Sean Kemp's kids. And, like, he was, like, 6'4", and he was, like, in 5th grade. And, like, it's tough to walk around in that skin. And a lot of people don't realize how tough it is to walk around when you're just so much bigger than everybody. So you try and be a gentle giant, but it gets into your subconscious.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems. Listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's last call for football, and FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD and last TD. So, I mentioned, I like Stephon Diggs. How about Diggs to shock with the first TD, and maybe we'll get another short Jake Bobo touchdown as well. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD and last TD. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 and over, physically present New York, option required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for all with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player in the big game to score the first touchdown, but his teammate scores instead. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the big game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line with BetMGM's Second Chance. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
You know, there's a lot of skepticism. Johnny Pickens comes in. He's got a little skepticism about the cinnamon roll, too. I mean, you can all just kiss my ass, all right? If you want to go out and start working on Carlin's Corner Table on your own, spend your own free time doing it, and get nothing out of it other than the joy of knowing that I am enlightening people everywhere to whether or not things are worth their time and worth the hype, well, listen, go scratch. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine. He comes in here, he's like, yeah, I saw something like that.
I just don't know how you...
Who are you?
I just don't know how you reheat icing twice.
You don't reheat it twice. All right, do you want me to do it here?
Yes.
All right, I'll do it here.
I think all the people want to see you do it right here. They want to see you looking right there into that camera.
So is this like now a special live Carlin's Corner Table that we're doing?
Exactly. And you can give your assessment and talk about it right here.
This is way off the map. This is something we normally do tomorrow.
And then when they ask, where can I get it from? You say you can't. Because I'm better than you.
No, you say you can, and I'm not better than you. You have to get on a newsletter.
But you don't tell them the newsletter.
Yes, you tell them the newsletter.
Oh, God. You're going to give them your plug.
Why else would I tell people
something's
amazing and then they couldn't get it? But screw you.
Yes.
This is all for me, you losers.
You go.
Ironic.
Right, the bag. Right, the bag. Exactly. So you use losers is a term of endearment because that means they're part of the team.
All right, let's bring in Tom, the producer, for a moment on this discussion. Tom, what is your takeaway about how we should approach this? Is this something – we do have a proper oven out here where it's not just a microwave of reheating. Is this a special live Carlin's Corner Table that we should put together today?
It's so dope.
Because it's sitting here.
It's something that we could do because it's sitting here, but ultimately – I will give you this. If you want to do it at home, because we produce it and whatnot, and we do it on Fridays, It's your segment. I will allow you to lay down the law and say, no, I'm going to take charge, and I'm going to do it at home.
There is some validity to what Bart is saying. You know, you want to be able to judge it as quickly as you can.
Yeah, let the flavors,
But this is why, like, you walking in the door at 9:58 and then just grabbing the wheel does not always help.
Let's ask this. Do we think really reheating it now or in a few hours is going to make a huge difference?
I think reheating it now could make a difference.
Yeah, we're in a convection oven. It hasn't gotten dropped to a certain temperature. It's still inside that container heating. Matter of fact, we need to start preheating the oven right now. So when we put it in, then he comes in 12 o'clock. Oh, nice and soft. Oh, man, I can just see my buddy just – listen, wait till them endorphins and that dopamine hit him. Man, we had the greatest 12 o'clock hour ever. He going to be high as hell off sugar.
Yeah, and then at 1:10, I will be crashed out when I have to drive home.
But that has nothing to do with us at that point.
That's not my problem.
Let's get that dopamine up, man.
All right, listen. We can do this. We need
engagement, though. We need you guys to tell them to do it.
What I need you to do is settle down for a minute and let me handle it.
So hyped for you.
Just calm down. Everybody just calm down. If I have a carbohydrate before noon, I may as well schedule my nap. Exactly. So pretty much what you're doing is wiping out my afternoon.
No.
Carbs and sugar now.
We got a whole espresso machine.
That seems like a very healthy way to go about things.
We're going to get your heart rate right back up.
I'm not going to eat the entire thing. I'm going to cut it up so obviously a lot of people can have some of it.
Look at that.
Should they choose to.
Look at that.
But, all right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to need to storyboard this whole thing. We're going to have to get Jake. We're going to have to shoot some of this.
Yeah.
We're going to have to, because I'm not going to spend all night editing this. I don't have time for this. We'll put it out, and we have some of the clips from the show that we could certainly use. But why don't we plan on sometime in the 12 o'clock hour doing this? How about that, Tom? Does that work?
I think we can make it work. We got the duel at high noon. I say corner table is usually a 12:30 thing. We could do it around that.
We got to wait another hour?
No, I don't know if you want to wait another hour.
We'll wait another hour.
What do you mean?
Another half
now
hour.
you're poo-pooing it, and we're going to do it live.
No, we can do it another hour. We'll do it live, see if Jake's available.
He better be available.
Jake's schedule's very tight. He went over there and got it for me this morning. I appreciate that, but, I'll disturb the delicate genius of Jake. I'm kidding, Jake. Jake's the best. He does an amazing job on this each and every week.
And guess what? This is like doing your homework a day early. So exciting. Right off the cuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Impulsive. I love that type of stuff.
But here's the thing. You do love that. And there's a time and place for it.
But we've never done Carlin's Corner on the show live.
This is true.
We only did the Salt Hanks.
We did the Salt Hanks, but we didn't do it live. We did it between breaks.
Yes.
So that was different.
This is live. We seeing how the sausage is
All right,
made
I'm going to
live.
have to put this whole thing together on the fly.
Yes.
What else is new? We have last-minute ideas. Let's go do it. Hey, Super Bowl Sunday. We should probably do something around that.
Yeah, we should. Now that you say that. Maybe tomorrow.
My God. My friends, ESPN is proud to introduce The Handoff. It is a special 24-hour event. We take you direct from Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, the home of Super Bowl 61, coming to ESPN, ABC, and the Walt Disney Company in February of 2027. The Handoff kicks off with SportsCenter and SVP February the 8th. Looking forward to that. Let's get some calls in here at 800-919-3776. D in Queens is up on ESPN New York. D, what's going on?
Yeah, your blood sugar's low, bro, because you on 20 today, not even 10. You out here, bro.
No, it was about 10. It had nothing to do with Listen, D, it had nothing to do with blood sugar today. I've been just thoroughly annoyed all morning long.
It's the lack of sunlight.
Oh, I get that way too.
Listen, that is true. The gray just kills me. The gray just kills me. Anyway, go ahead.
Turn to drugs.
All right, so two things. I want to talk about Brunson. I want to talk about what Bart said. He's correct. Like, people are poo-pooing it, and, like, the media, you know, I used to call ESPN, Bart knows this, HHN, the hate-hearted network, where they just look for a way to say something negative. This was a very simple, they didn't want to pay him, he was owed the money, he deserved the money, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
But he has done this in every single place he's been in, D. Every place.
Okay,
Nobody.
You want to rehash this? You want to rehash this?
Yes, please.
Okay, Kyrie's acting like a maniac on Brooklyn. That's why he left. And then Daryl Morey's like he's breathing. Be honest, because certain dudes would have really put hands on him for what he did.
What did he do?
Hands on him.
What did he do?
He tricked Harden out of money. He tricked Harden
out of money.
Straight up.
Yeah, he cost him about $50 million.
Yeah,
called him a liar.
How
do I know that? I understand this. I'm not taking Daryl Morey's side. What I'm saying is every single stop, it's about every last penny for James Harden. That's the point. Every stop.
Well, Kyrie quit on him.
And then,
hold on.
And not only that, when he doesn't get what he wants, nobody has weaponized laziness better in his life than James Harden. Nobody.
He plays
you pay for the richest owner in the league, and he wants to pinch pennies? What are we talking about?
The last time I checked, James Harden hadn't won a damn thing. So this is where we're at with it. Anyway, I'm not denying he's a great player. He is a great player, but let's not turn this into how dare they.
Exactly. For the Knicks, James Harden is going to make the Cavs a lot better. And because they were trending up with no Garland, nobody. So just having him there, and he's way better than Garland. Like, it's not even a debate if he's better than Garland or not. He is. So he's going to make them better. And I remember a lot of time, for a few years, Knicks fans wanted to trade for Donovan Mitchell. I'm like, that's dumb. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, you're going to have the same exact problem that the Cavs have. 2 small guards in the same backcourt.
Yep.
Harden fixes that problem now. So they're going to be more balanced and a better overall team. The Knicks staying pat is not a good idea because other teams are improving around them. Another thing, bringing up Harden. I don't want to hear any commenters talk about Harden's game and praise Jalen Brunson. He's ridiculous. Every play, he's hunting for a foul. It's like, wow. Like, if you play street ball like that, dude would have just knocked you out.
I will say this.
No blood,
D,
no blood, no foul.
D, I will say this. With Jalen Brunson, there is a lot more of 1-4 guys standing around and Jalen Brunson holding the ball until it's time to give up the grenade with 3 seconds left in the shot clock. There's a lot of that last night.
Did it yesterday.
There's a couple times I actually felt bad for Bridges with that.
And when he's on, he's on. Like, he's hitting these tough contested shots. But, man, like, you can't live. That's living dangerously. It's not high percentage. I know there was, like, yesterday, on the floaters, he's 50% on his floaters. Yeah, but what about the other 50% when you miss it?
I'll give you one other note in a bit that will also illustrate why Jalen Brunson shooting as much as he does, not necessarily a good thing. We'll explain next. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
The
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Thursday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Ball back floater, good. A 5-point lead for the Knicks. 40 points for Jalen Brunson.
An impressive OT win gave the Knicks their 8th win in a row.
What a ball game. Man, our team just, showed a lot of grit, a lot of fight.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is making every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes. Here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. And every live bet means another shot to win. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY and 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming Inc.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
That it brings to him personally. He is Joe Fortenbaugh, ESPN betting analyst, and he is just the best that there is. Good morning, Joseph, and a tear for your final appearance of the season.
Oh, I got to tell you, I spent half the morning up on the roof just taking a hammer to giant slabs of ice that have backed up in the gutters. Why did I accept this transfer to Bristol, Connecticut? Why didn't I just quit and become a blackjack dealer? I don't know. Great to be with you. How are you, New York?
I'll tell you, I might, if you were the blackjack dealer, I might never leave the table.
Well, that feels like a very nice thing to say.
I'd
have to imagine I'd be one of the worst. I would hate dealing with people, blowing the cigarette smoking. I got this buddy that I go to Vegas with. We have this long-standing trip, and he just chain smokes when he's out there. He's not normally a smoker, but he chain smokes when he's out there, and he just blows the smoke in the dealer's face without paying any attention to what he's doing. And it's like, hey, man, can you – I look at him. I'm like, can you just turn your fat neck 2 inches to the right and blow it in a different direction? This poor woman is just trying to serve you, and you're blowing it in her face. Oh, come on, guy. It's Vegas. Who cares? Right. Who cares?
She cares because she gets secondhand cancer smoke.
Listen.
Oh, I know. Exactly.
To defend him for a second, you don't know how hard it is to turn a fat neck. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's start with it, Joseph.
Phrasing.
Leading up to this game, what has got your most attention from a betting standpoint?
You're seeing a lot of unders that hit early. Like normally the rule is bet your overs early, bet your unders late. Why is that? Because the public is going to play overs on props, on totals, all that stuff. The public loves overs. They want to root for yardage. They want to root for scoring. They want to root for touchdowns. So if you're going to play overs, grab them early because they're going to move north. We're seeing something in reverse of that for this game. We're seeing a lot of under money come in. Kenneth Walker rushing yards, 82.5 down to 72.5. Ramondre Stevenson rushing yards, that was somewhere around 57.5, now down to 49.5. That's what caught my attention early. I like both those props, by the way. Seattle's defense, as good as they are, I don't think they're going to face a lot of rushing late in the game from New England because I think New England's going to be trailing. And then on the other side, when Milton Williams is playing for the Patriots, the 12 games he played this year, they only gave up 80 rushing yards per game. In the 5 games without him, 146 rushing yards per game. He's healthy. He's playing. So I agree with those two. The Drake May rushing prop went from 29.5 up to 37.5. I like that over 65-plus rushing yards in 2 or 3 playoff games. When you're feeling that pressure, get outside the pocket, use your legs, take off. You can also play May at around 6-1 to be the leading rusher in the game. I think that's a bet worth making as well.
Interesting. Okay. I like that.
Did we talk about the overs being 2 young quarterbacks and how these Super Bowls usually start real slow in the first half and then pick up in the second half? What is the totals?
The total's 45.5. This is another interesting one. Open 46.5 and got bet down. You wouldn't normally expect that. What you would think is the guys who like the under are going to wait until basically the weekend of the game, probably starting Saturday. And that's when they would hit the under because they would want the public money to inflate it. But they jumped on it early. For a few reasons, I agree with that position as well. I don't think New England's going to do a lot of scoring in this game. And this is going to kind of, I guess, ruin where I am on the side. But I like Seattle. I like them by double digits. I played a bunch of stuff with New England doing very little in this game. I bet their team total under 20.5 points. I bet them to score 0 touchdowns at 8-1. I bet them to score exactly 3 points at 20-1. You want a Super Bowl card that has a few long shots on it, so that's where I'm at. It all comes down to one thing for me. Drake May, as good as he's been this year, and he deserves all the flowers, because everyone gets upset if you criticize someone like the schedule. This is my favorite thing about New England fans. If you talk about the easy schedule, they get all banged up. Hey, look, you're right. You beat who's in front of you. But it's okay for us to say there weren't a whole lot of teams in front of you. Like, Drake May played 6 games this year against teams with a winning record. Only 6. In those 6 games, he had 4 interceptions, 7 fumbles, and 27 sacks. He's been sacked 15 times this postseason. No quarterback has entered the Super Bowl taking that many sacks in a postseason run before. He's young. He's good, but he's young. And he's facing a defense that ranks number 1 in scoring, number 1 in efficiency, number 1 in EPA. And when they get a lead on you and they know you're going to be throwing, that's when they get to pin their ears back. So I bet May to throw an interception. I would bet Julian Love on the other side, the safety, to have the interception. That's 8-1 because May, of his 20 career interceptions, half have come to the safety position. So I'd play Love there, and I just don't see a whole lot coming for New England in this game. So I do like the under, and I do like Seattle to cover the 4.5.
Joe Fortenbaugh with us, ESPN betting analyst. Okay, let's get to this.
Keep the mouth near the microphone. Mouth needs to stay near the microphone.
It actually helps if I turn the button on. The on button is what helps, apparently. I'm all discombobulated. We're going to do a live Carlin's Corner table here shortly that involves a giant cinnamon roll that might be bigger than my head. So Yeah.
Big cinnamon roll guy right here. Okay,
Yes.
Now we're talking about something people can rally behind. I like this.
And here's why you'd like it, because it's not a place where you can just go in and buy the cinnamon roll. You have to get on a secret list. You have to get on an email list, and then you get a notification when it drops. And then if you do not pick it up in the 3-hour window, you lose your cinnamon roll. So it's very exclusive. Yes.
Love everything about this. I am tired of society catering to the weak links. We need to support the strong. You set the tempo. You're going to make a cinnamon roll like that. You got 3 hours to get your ass here and get it. Otherwise, it's going to somebody else. That's the way the world needs to work. I love it. Now, is Bart in studio with you? Will he get a piece of this?
He will. He's sitting right next to me. He's the one who, in fact, after he finished up his granola and yogurt this morning.
And cherries.
Yeah, and cherries out of nowhere. Yeah, give me half a cinnamon roll, too, while we're at it.
Wait, hold on. Of all the fruit to put on yogurt and granola, you go cherries.
Yeah, fresh cherries. I pitted them all, too. I cut all the seeds out and put them in there. Black cherries.
How much time you got?
It took me about 15 minutes. It took me like 15 minutes.
Yeah, considering he walked in yesterday at 10:04, apparently too much time.
Yeah. I had to walk 5 blocks.
Anyway.
Hey, look, we got to pit those cherries, okay? Those cherries are not pitting themselves.
Because nobody wants to eat, stop, tear one up with your teeth. Just do it all at once, so then when you eat, you don't have to stop. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like when you go to get the martini, I want the pitted olives, the giant olives that are pitted. Now, I don't need the blue cheese inside. Not a blue cheese guy. Yeah. I do support the people who like that, but I don't want to be spitting seeds out either.
Exactly.
So if you need to show up at 10:15, 10:40, you do what you need to do. The big fella and his cinnamon roll will hold it down.
Exactly. All right. Let's get to the silly bets, with a coin toss, all those kinds of things. We were debating this morning if there's actual science behind the whole coin toss thing about what side turns out heavier. It sounded like a Fortenbaugh type argument. Where are some of the silly bets that you like?
All right, the coin toss thing is not a Fortenbaugh type argument. That's a moron argument right there. It's a 50-50. Like, what else do you need to know?
Well, somebody was trying to make the case of, like, the head side is actually a little bit heavier, so that might involve the torque and all that.
No, that's utterly absurd, although I do appreciate the deep conspiracy theories we as a country tend to get into. I don't
think we have enough of them personally. I don't think we have enough.
Like, we got to pump those numbers up. I need more conspiracy theories, and I need more stuff on the aliens living in Antarctica. That's my favorite. Antarctica and everything going on down there. That's where I really get fired up. Okay, here's the coin toss. The coin toss is a 50-50 proposition, which means if you're betting it, you should be getting even money. If you're laying minus 102 or minus 104, that is what we call a negative EV bet, negative expected value, which means over the long term, you're going to lose money no matter what. You want plus EV bets. So that's your math lesson for the day. The only bet worth making on the coin toss is if it's an even money proposition. Otherwise, don't make it. Gatorade. I haven't bet this because I generally wait until Saturday/Sunday. You can look at these prices and track them throughout the week. Blue is the favorite. But what happens is on Saturday or Sunday, word leaks out as to where that Gatorade, what type of Gatorade is going to be in each cooler, and then somebody smashes the market and you see the numbers fly like crazy. And I basically try to chase the steam there. So I got nothing on something like that. As for some of that fun stuff, like I don't know much about the halftime show. People get all banged up when I say that. They're like, what? You don't like Bad Bunny? What? You're going to watch this alt cast with Kid Rock? No. I'm a degenerate gambler. I'm trying to reassess where I'm at, see how much I'm down, and then what I need to chase. It's nothing personal, and it's nothing political. I need that time to get my second half action in play. So I haven't done anything with any of that. So so I would love to give you some of the crazy stuff. I just generally don't find myself on that. The anthem used to be the best. The absolute best bet in the world used to be the anthem, because what would happen in the sports betting community, there would always be someone who knew someone that was on the inside during the rehearsals. The rehearsals are either Friday or Saturday. And generally the person singing the anthem will do about 3 or 4 rehearsals, and they time them out. And then they relay them to the sports bettors, and then they would pound the market. Quick story, biggest bet I've ever made in my life to date was on the national anthem the year the Eagles beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl in Minnesota. Pink sung the anthem. She did 4 rehearsals, I believe, on Saturday before the game. I got tipped off that the rehearsals were like 155, 155, 154, 155, and the over-under was 2 minutes, 2 flat. So I spent half of my child's first birthday party over in the corner trying to get as much money down as I could on that under. And God bless Pink. She nailed it at 155 on the mark, and she was sick when she was singing it. So she's my all-time favorite musician. I know none of her songs except the anthem, but she sings a hell of a well-timed out anthem.
That's one of the great Fortenbaugh stories right there. Had it on lockdown.
My forearms, this is no lie. Both families were in town for the first birthday, and the game was about to start, and the only person in the room who knew I had this much money on it was my one brother. And when the anthem started, and Carlin, I think I told you this before, the anthem started, I started timing it, I started breathing real heavy. Like 45 seconds in, I looked down, both my forearms had swollen to like twice the size of their normal size. I have no idea what happened. And I'm looking at him, and I looked up at my brother, and he looks at me, and he just mouths WTF. And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, my God, what's going on? My body's breaking down. Pink nails the mark. I win the money. I exhale. And God bless my mother, one of the biggest Eagles fans on earth, had never won a Super Bowl to that point. She looks at me, and she just goes, well, here we go. I hope I can just get one before I die. And I was like, Mom, I couldn't give a crap about this game at this point. We're eating well tonight, everybody. On me. Let's go out.
The only guy who is done before the game even starts. Yeah. Love it. Love it.
That was it.
Enjoy the weekend, brother.
He won.
And thanks for doing this.
No. No.
Yeah.
Enjoy the cinnamon roll. Enjoy the cinnamon roll.
Oh, don't worry.
I can't wait to get the breakdown on that cinnamon roll. I'm going to see Bart tomorrow at Hudson. I can't wait to hear from him in person what he thinks as well.
Well, we'll know if Chris goes into a diabetic coma in a minute. I got an insulin pen for him if he needs it.
If your forearms swell up to twice their size, you're on the right track.
They might. That's how excited I am.
His calves already look like Brutus from Popeye.
Have a great day, brother. Thank you.
That's it for me, everybody. Enjoy the game this weekend.
We'll see you in September, Joe. Thank you. We'll double his pay for next year. That's Joe Fortenbaugh.
Whatever you're making today, double it.
ESPN betting analyst. Bart and Carlin, high noon next.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
It's last call for football, and FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD and last TD. So, I mentioned, I like Stephon Diggs. How about Diggs to shock with the first TD, and maybe we'll get another short Jake Bobo touchdown as well. All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored, longest touchdown scored, first TD and last TD. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. 21 and over, physically present New York, option required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for all with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Texting
Nothing enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text BILL to 231231 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text BILL to 231231. That's BILL to 231231.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right, Bart and Carlin. Very special hour coming up. A live Carlin's Corner table in just a little bit that will involve what is supposedly New York City's greatest cinnamon roll. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page, which is where you're going to go want to watch that live later. You can. That's a little magnet, so you can pull. I put a little special mic on you, so you can actually put it down in the middle of your shirt.
I thought it was a clip.
No, it's not a clip. It's a magnet, so you can actually put it down in the middle of your shirt, and that way it looks a little bit cleaner to you. No, don't do it. Don't put it down at your belly button. No, let's not do that. There is news coming that we will share with you first up, though. Want to remind you that 12 o'clock means what?
It's the power hour, 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 hour. The power hour.
It is the power hour.
Brought to you by, yes, everybody.
By who? You don't have to fake a sponsor, for Pete's sake.
Can't wait.
We do have some breaking news that just came over in the last few minutes from our buddy Shams Charania. The Milwaukee Bucks have indicated to teams that they are keeping Giannis Antetokounmpo through the trade deadline and will start making other trades. Sources tell ESPN. So, no Giannis trade today.
Hashtag tank.
No Giannis trade today. Now, I cannot imagine for a moment that Giannis is going to play another minute of this season for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right. I mean, you just heard what they said. Start making trades. Those trades are going to be for draft picks. Those trades aren't going to be for players unless it's some young player out there or expiring contract or something like that. So with that being said, I expect them to shut Giannis down. I expect to see Giannis in Greece in like the next 3 days.
Listen, I would not be surprised. Giannis, I don't know if he'll be hanging out on the beach.
You can't keep him around because he's too competitive. He'll want to play. That's the reality of it.
He wants to play.
What I'm saying is he loves to compete.
I think he threatens to play so that it'll ruin their possibility of tanking, but I don't see a scenario where he would want to play.
Yeah.
Please respond.
I think that was the fear all along, that if they don't trade him and he plays, then he might win enough games where they, mess up their draft pick.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a threat probably for Giannis.
And the thing is, I thought the whole Giannis trade was about being able to get draft picks to rebuild. That's why we were talking about Portland and Portland being able to give them back the picks that they basically took from them when they made the Dame Lillard trade. So I don't understand how you're doing that if you're not trading him this year. Like, I don't know how the offseason trade works. Is it going to be before the draft? The draft is going to be before when is the draft?
The NBA draft?
Yeah.
That's in June.
In June.
That's right. That's about a week after the finals ends.
Right. So a week after the finals, you're not going to have a trade in place for Giannis. So how are you going to you know what I'm saying? How are you going to be able to use those to get better this year, to get the number ones? I don't know how that works.
Well, at this point, that is the news of the moment, that Shams says that Giannis is not going to be traded. The Milwaukee Bucks are letting teams know. Giannis was reached. Here was his quote.
I'm the only winner on the team. The rest of them are losers, either by choice or by birth.
He wants out. He wants out. Meanwhile, it's noon on Thursday, which means it's high noon.
It's high noon.
Sam Chisholm, newly sworn warrant officer of the Circuit Court in Wichita, Kansas.
You're under arrest, buddy.
It is some of the great imagery and production that we have ever done in the history of this station.
The best we've done.
It really is. And it's just fantastic. And I don't know how we already haven't won several Marconis just based on that. But every week we do this. We have 3 questions, although this week we're changing that a bit. And it is 3 questions that we are almost definitively going to disagree upon. Now, we will pose those questions, and we will argue, and you'll enjoy. So let's begin.
Round 1, fight! Who is the Knicks' second best player?
I mean, come on now. There's only one player that's been mentioned in the Giannis trade, and that's Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, so he's not your second best player, then why the hell is he the one that's going to bring back the biggest return? So for me, it's got to be Cat. Like, it's not just what he does on the offensive side of the ball. He's been clutch. He's carried this team. He's won playoff games for them. He's been the reason why they've won certain playoff games last year. I mean, he's a 2-time All-Star. I don't know who else would be the other guy unless they have another 2-time All-Star that I just don't know about.
Listen, you watch these games, you see Towns. He's subbing in offense, defense. He's soft, as we talked about. Bart called him soft at the beginning of the show. He may not remember that. Or, excuse me, he may not want to remember that, but he did. OG Anunoby is the Knicks' second best player. To me, I'm measuring that by who I want to be having the ball when it matters the most if it's not going to be Jalen Brunson. And frankly, there's no doubt in my mind that OG is the go-to guy in that spot. Not just about shots, but best two-way player on the team, back and forth. I love everything about his game, and I just think that because we've had Cat just kind of devolve a bit into this softer player who hasn't been happy all season with his role, then I'm sorry. I got to go with OG here.
Doesn't Brunson get subbed out for defense too at times?
At times.
Last I checked, 2-time NBA All-Star is the Big Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Not OG or Anunoby. So for me, it definitely has to be Cat. But, I wish we could judge on this again so we can have a definitive loser or winner, but
no, we can't do that.
We changed.
Round 2, fight!
Well, the actual question was going to be, is Giannis going to get traded? I'm going to say no. Based on Sham's report not 3.5 minutes ago, Giannis is not going to get traded by the deadline today. Bart, what say you?
Yeah, I'm going to say yeah. I want to say they sit them with with the smoke screen with Shams to throw everybody off so that the Minnesota Timberwolves can make sure that they can get her done. You know what I'm saying? You talk about them getting away Michael Conley Jr. and not bringing anybody back. They have a huge void sitting right there. They're trying to win. They believe in Ant-Man. They believe in Julius Randle. They believe in what's his name? Never mind.
Jaden McDaniels?
No, hell no. No, I'm talking about Naz Reid. They believe Naz Reid, and they tolerate Rudy Gobert. So I think they see this as an opportunity. OKC doesn't seem so invincible, especially when they're going against the Spurs. So I think it gets done, and I think the Timberwolves are the front runner.
Round 3, fight! Do you like Super Bowl parties?
Hell no. For me, Super Bowl parties turn to nuts. First of all, I hate going places where you can't hear the announcers. They're playing music or something's going on, so you can't even hear what the announcers are saying. It's like going to watch a boxing match, and then people talking. You can't hear what the trainers are, the adjustments are being made. You're not hearing the analysis from the announcers about the down and distance, the blitz, what happened, the flag, who did it. I hate that. And basically they turn into interviews for me as I'm sitting there talking and watching the game, and people want to show how smart they are with football and just start throwing stuff at me. and I'm listening at them like, man, would you please just leave me alone? Then you look at people that try to have a conversation so loud, and it's always one guy that played in junior college that knows everything about football, and he's talking down to everybody else, and they're talking loud enough to try and get you involved. And I just say, I don't hear no evil, see no evil. I'm like Richard Wilder and Richard Pryor, and hear no evil, see no evil. I don't know none of that.
Yeah, don't want to hear it. Don't want to know anything about it.
Right, I'm not getting involved. You're not baiting me in.
See, here's the thing. I like Super Bowl parties if they're within reason. I like Super Bowl parties with people who are there to watch the game. I like Super Bowl parties. I like to socialize. I'm a social butterfly. May not feel that way. Am I an introvert? Well, I'd call myself an introverted extrovert. I would like to sit and watch the game. I don't want to watch it alone necessarily unless it was my team. If my team's involved, all bets are off. I don't want to know nothing. By the way, happy 20th anniversary to all who celebrate Super Bowl 40 and the Steelers win over the Seahawks. It was a glorious day, and I was there, and it was fantastic.
The bus is going home.
Yeah, exactly. The bus stops in Detroit. Anyway, point being, I like having people over. I like all the different foods. I like having up the Super Bowl boxes on the wall to see who won in between quarters. But what I don't want is people consistently distracting me from actually watching the game. So, yes, I like Super Bowl parties. I like them under control. It has to be a group of 20 or less. Otherwise...
Sometimes you have a Super Bowl party, it's like two different places you can watch it, right? Somebody outside, barbecuing or something outside.
That's ideal. You get the people who were really there to watch the game, and then you get the people that were there to socialize.
The wives with hanging out, the girls doing their little thing, talking about, whatever Rihanna's doing or some stuff like that.
And everybody will be getting excited for the halftime show as well, which I'm looking forward to seeing Bad Bunny.
I didn't know Bad Bunny. All his stuff is in Spanish?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's good, though.
But I don't speak Spanish.
But you will enjoy the music.
Big I don't know what that means.
You don't need to try to imitate it. That's probably offensive, so it's okay.
No, it's not offensive. That's one of the hooks.
I understand.
But what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to sometime be singing a song, because when I ask my Spanish people or my Portuguese people, when I'm out of the country and they playing something, they be saying some stuff. Like, my culo and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, eat my culo.
You should probably go ahead and, yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? I'm like, I'm not singing that. It's like the song that the bit that Chris Rock had when he was talking about singing that Lil Jon song, and his kids were singing and he didn't understand what they were saying. From the window to the wall to the sweat fall off my skeet. You're like, hold up, man. Like, what the? Don't know like, I see. I need to know it. I need caption.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. In case you're just joining us, just a few minutes ago, Shams Charania reporting that the Milwaukee Bucks will not be trading Giannis Antetokounmpo before the deadline today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that move is not going to happen, which makes me think that a lot of the big moves, they're pretty much out of the way already. From what's happened the last few days, I don't think we're going to get anything really new.
No, nothing shy. I mean, I think last night was the biggest one. Kuminga for Porzingis. Now you give them a stretch 5. And, the happiest person is Draymond Green. That means they're going to try and win it with Porzingis being a big-time scorer for them. I mean, it sucks because if you would have had Porzingis, Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy Butler, that's work right there.
That is work. But Jimmy,
because the only person that can't shoot is Draymond, but every once in a while he'll hit some threes, and then Steph, it'll open everything up, and then now you got the big man that's a defender / shooter too in Porzingis. What could have been?
Listen, at this point, I think when we look at the Knicks, after you've won 8 in a row now, you've put yourself in a much better situation. You have to feel as if you have steadied the ship. You're in the 2 spot in the East. You have to feel real good about where you are, and there certainly was no need to do anything major. Now, if you had told me that their best opportunity to get him was going to be now in terms of Giannis, I still would have done it, but clearly the Bucks don't feel like their best opportunity to trade him is going to be now.
Allen told us we were wasting our time.
Yeah.
And everybody
Allen told us that a month and a half ago.
Everybody was going around and all that stuff. Allen told us he was right, and he deserves credit for that. And so we got all excited and hopeful and not hopeful, for nothing. But the reality is, the Knicks still need to make some type of move. Who they get rid of? Yapaseli?
Yeah.
They got rid of Yapaseli. They need to find somebody, whether it's a shooter or a backup point guard. So we said Alvarado would be the perfect person because he can be with that second group, match his energy with Josh Hart and their ability to kind of get after guys and maybe get in the passing lanes. You need somebody like that because he also can facilitate the offense when Brunson's off the court. That's really what's been their biggest hole. Now, what's his name? Invincible dude. Vince
Papale.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the –
I don't remember who you're talking about.
The white guy, number 13, Kolek.
Tyler Kolek.
Vince
Papale. Why?
He's the Vince Papale of this team.
Why am I supposed to climb into your freaking brain and understand you're talking about Tyler Kolek?
Because we established this 2 hours ago.
And I got thoroughly annoyed about it then, and I didn't remember it. I blocked it out of my brain because it was so mind-numbing.
But he's been solid, to be honest. But Alvarado just brings a different level of grit as far as his on the ball tenacity.
The other thing is, I think from their standpoint of not making a trade at this point, they have shown that they do believe in what's going on. But I really do wonder, if you don't make the finals, how do you measure this season? If you don't make the conference finals, this is certainly a disappointment. If you don't make the NBA finals, the owner said it was a disappointment, but I don't know if you can still treat it that way because, like I said, I don't think they're nearly as good as the Pistons.
Can I ask you this? You feel better about this team this year or last year? At this same point?
This year.
See, I feel better about them last year.
Yeah.
I mean, we still was hoping that Bridges can be better.
The only reason I feel better is because of what's going on in the East with the injuries.
Got you.
With Tatum and with, what's his name, Halliburton.
Yeah, but the Pistons elevated. We weren't even thinking about the Pistons last year this time.
Yeah.
Now the Pistons.
No, but I'm saying now, knowing what the Pistons were, yes.
You feel like you only got one team to get by, not two.
Right now, I feel like the Knicks' biggest threat and only threat is the Pistons.
Watch out for Cleveland, man.
You think off this Harden trade, it's really going to make that kind of a difference?
I mean, you got Harden, you got Mobley, you got Donovan, you got Jared. They got the same type of role players that you want. I think they traded Hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they have matchup problems. Herter.
Yeah.
They got matchup issues, right? And they got two dynamic scores. And Mobley had been coming into his own. I know he's been injured, but Mobley's been coming into his own. And Jared Allen gives you the same juice that you get from Donovan Mitchell.
Tom, at the moment, I'll need you to come in. Bart had set the oven on preheat, so we're going to need to put this in the oven.
Man, it's supposed to – Tom.
It's okay. We're doing it in 5 minutes, and it's supposed to be a warm-up of about 5 minutes. It's okay.
Tell him don't do like I used to do with the ice.
Smell that. Smell that.
I don't want to take too much of the smell out.
It says to.
Yeah, come on, Tom. It's a convection oven.
Tom. It says remove
it's convection
top.
Oven.
It says remove top. Pop this tray in the oven at 350.
Yeah, don't be dropping your burgers in it by putting your nose too close.
Now,
to it, Tom.
Bart apparently did start it and preheat it. So please go ahead. If you want to take that with you, just go right ahead. And we're going to do the live Carlin's Corner Table.
Sounds tasty.
Coming up here in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to need you to hop on the YouTube page.
Why you go that way?
I don't know. I don't know why he turned left. I can't tell you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. He was still working.
You're getting caught up in the weeds here, man. You're getting caught up in the weeds.
I just hate to see people be inefficient. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's closer to the kitchen that way than that way.
Well, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have the live Carlin's Corner Table coming up here in about 5 minutes. What that means is that on the ESPN New York YouTube page, you can go there and watch it live. It's never been live before. This is new. And this is off the top of Bart's head last minute because he did not want me to wait until I got home with this. What is the topic today, or what is the centerpiece of Carlin's Corner Table today? It is a cinnamon roll that is rumored to be the best cinnamon roll in all of New York City. It is one that you have to order. You have to be able to get onto a mailing list, then order it, and you wait for an email to come saying you're allowed to order it now. And then once you do, you have to go and pick it up. There's not a restaurant. There's not a store. There's not any of that. There's just a pickup.
We'll know where it was made, where it was designed at, where it was cooked. It just sounds like a black ops operation, man.
Do you know where this started? This kind of thing started here in New York?
Speakeasies?
It's not a speakeasy. It's about 10 or 15 years ago. There was a guy in Midtown who was rumored, and nobody knew about him. Nobody had the number, and like you had to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody to get the number, who made the greatest grilled cheeses in the world. And this guy had a special way of doing it that involved not just frying it, but putting it in the oven for a certain amount of time and then wrapping it up, and like it would stay amazing for a good couple hours. And you would literally meet this guy on a street corner like you were doing a drug deal. And you would hand him the $10 and he would hand you the grilled cheese. That's how this kind of thing started. So these are made in the, you know, like they're changing places. It's like they're moving a meth lab all over the place.
Yeah, I need a health inspection sticker. I need to see that.
Well, if you came here for that, probably not going to get it. So don't be too disappointed in that.
I need to make sure somebody's put a thermometer in your sauce, man.
So right now, I would urge you to go over to ESPN New York YouTube page, and I would urge you to watch the show as we do a live Carlin's Corner Table. That in moments. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. We will get more calls in. We've got it all coming in moments. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Wild Turkey Bourbon and ESPN New York are bringing you the ultimate New York game day. 2 games, 1 damn day. We're kicking things off on Saturday at Cappy's on 670 Merrick Road in Lynbrook, starting at 1 p.m. Stop by for Wild Turkey tastings, exclusive giveaways, and your chance to win an epic New York sports experience. Opening day energy in the Bronx, Knicks at night vibes, all in one unforgettable day. So grab your crew and experience Wild Turkey at Cappy's in Lynbrook this Saturday. Must be 21 or older. Drink responsibly.
Thursday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Ball back floater, good. A 5-point lead for the Knicks. 40 points for Jalen Brunson.
An impressive OT win gave the Knicks their 8th win in a row.
What a ball game. Man, our team just, showed a lot of grit, a lot of fight.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
So, should we split the bill?
But math is the worst.
Not all math, because with New York Lottery's extra multiplier scratch-off games, you can multiply your winnings up to 200 times.
Wait, multiply my winnings?
Yeah, you take your winnings, then multiply those winnings up to 200 times.
So all of my winnings times 200?
Yeah, that.
Oh. I've always said math's the best.
Play for chances to multiply your winnings 30, 50, up to 200 times. Prizes up to $5 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know, I love to support our local businesses. Always have. And you should too. During their President's Day sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to $1,000 in additional savings on qualifying appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is making every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions, featuring over $5 million in prizes. Here's how it works. Open the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. And every live bet means another shot to win. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY and 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-750-2525. That's 800-750-2525. Again, that's 800-750-2525.
Old Spanish. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's how you show evolution, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Puerto Rico. Hey, Puerto Rico. Who else we got that's famous from Puerto Rico? Is J-Lo Puerto Rican?
Wait, hang on. Breaking news.
What? We ain't got time for this, man. We got.
I just asked John if we needed to break in with this, and apparently you've made the executive decision that you're gonna. So go ahead.
All right.
Jerk.
The New Orleans Pelicans are trading Jose Alvarado to the New York Knicks.
Can't wait. Time for Can't Wait with Bart.
Now they might be able to push the Pistons to 6.
He is a gnat. He is a pain in the butt for sure.
See, now they got a gnat because we got Azur Thompson is our gnat, but he's a bigger gnat. But that's great. That's
$3.
That's what I already got it surplus.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
But Alvarado, that's big stuff right there, man.
All right. This is new. I would urge you
Zion,
on ESPN New York, the YouTube page right now. Go to youtube.com/ESPN New York. Go there. Watch right now as we do a Carlin's Corner Table for the very first time live from the studio. Hit the music.
I had some bacon. Chris Carlin likes food. I don't like food. I love it. Chris Carlin has opinions on food.
You call yourselves the Burger King. You're a disgrace.
It's Carlin's Corner Table.
I never had the hot dog meat until now.
It's moving, man. It's floating. Is it floating on a bed of icing?
Yes,
like
it
a
is.
glacier.
Yes, it is.
What's this, Ice Age?
So, for those who are uninitiated, here's the deal. Today's Carlin's Corner table focuses on an exclusive item. It is a cinnamon roll. It is rumored to be the best cinnamon roll in New York City, and you cannot just go somewhere and purchase it like some commoner. No. I had to put in the work to make this happen. It's called loserseatinghouse.com. Loserseatinghouse.com. That's the website to get this cinnamon roll. And what you have to do is get your name on the mailing list. I did this about a week and a half ago, and I got an email yesterday saying that they would be available for pickup if you can get in fast enough and order today between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Now, I don't know if you know this. We do a show between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. each and every day.
Yeah, give or take.
So, Jake Montgomery, who is shooting this for us, was good enough to go over and pick it up. Now,
it's moving unnaturally.
It is. It looks like it's moving like the blob.
Yeah, moving like Jell-O, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't moving like that when you first got it.
I think that John is raising an eyebrow to this. Johnny Pickens will be part of this.
Did we reheat it too wrong?
No, we did not reheat it too wrong. Do not get caught in the weeds and ruin this.
Okay.
So this cinnamon roll has amazing-looking icing on top. It is a giant cinnamon roll. It is $20. $20. Little steep? Sure. But what you do is, once you get that email, you place your order. They send you back the receipt, and they say you can pick this up at this address between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. So Jake went over and picked it up, and we are going to make this happen. This has been viral. I'm going to cut into it to cut it in half right now. And as you can see, you've got some icing coming up from the bottom, all right? And then we're going to cut off some pieces here to see how this works. So it is a cinnamon roll with some what looks to be vanilla icing. And I also want to point out it is a sourdough cinnamon roll. A sourdough cinnamon roll.
It almost looks like when you heated it up, it brought some butter that they had stacked in there. They might have had an ice in it.
Tell me that doesn't look good.
Look at John.
Tell me that doesn't look good.
John doesn't know. John doesn't know if his gut health
John
is going to
looks
handle
a little bit skeptical.
Ooh, you going to give him the money spot? You going to give him the middle? That's the best piece.
That's right in the middle there,
Oh,
John.
he gonna give you the honey spot.
I'm also thinking that paper towels may not be enough to hold this thing.
Everybody just calm down.
I may have to get a plate.
We're fine.
No,
do you want me to go run get more paper towels?
No, we are good.
Suck it up, John.
Give me one piece of paper towel.
Where's the top?
You act like somebody spilled coffee in here this week. Oh,
Where's
wait, I did.
Where's the top? You could use the top as the plate. Give John the honey spot.
I'm going to give John the first bite. And I'm going to ask you to take a bite.
I'll just take your fork and stick it in there. He got his own fork.
Okay,
I got my
he's
own
got a
fork.
fork. I'm going to ask you to reserve
take any spot
the middle
Anywhere you
part.
want.
The middle part. Take the honey spot.
Anywhere you want. Okay?
Oh, and he's
Get some
soaking it up
icing.
in the extra ice.
Now, I want you to withhold your opinion for a moment.
Yep.
After you take a bite, take it all in. Bart, you're up.
No, I'm
What do
out.
you mean no?
John's taking my plate.
This whole thing is your idea, and you're not doing it?
I just ate protein yogurt. I messed that up. That's more calories than all my whole thing.
Okay. John has taken a bite. He's considering it, and John takes this seriously. I'm going to get after this.
I wonder what his blood
Does
sugar
anybody else want to come in and do this? Tom, you want to come in?
Come in, Tom. Come in, Tom.
Okay.
Let's see what his blood sugar spikes up to.
Jake, we can get you in here if you want.
Jake, you know I can film. You want me to film? Jake, go get you.
All right. Jake, get yourself a fork here. I want you to withhold your opinion as you take a bite. All right. Best cinnamon roll in New York, according to many, many people. Tom Bauer, you want to get in here? Joe Leo? We'll see if we can make that happen. Tom Bauer got a good-sized bite. Where are we at? All right.
Wait for Joe Leo.
Joe Leo, you want to or no?
Well, I mean, someone's going to kind of keep us on the air here.
No, that doesn't matter.
Tom's going to come back.
The control room is now empty.
You know what I'm saying? We're using AI.
So we have got bites all around. I'll take another one.
You get a spork.
I'm really curious about what you're going to say about this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it the mystique of it that makes it even better?
It's hype. I think you can already tell John's tipping his hand already.
You don't know.
Okay. All right, let's have the opinions.
It's super wet, man. But that icing is thin.
They gave you a lot of icing.
Yeah.
Johnny Pickens, your opinion of this cinnamon roll.
So I thought it was excellent. But I got to put it on a scale of what it costs, too. To me,
I didn't ask you what it costs.
It's inflation because cinnamon costs about $20.
Something, if you tell me it's a $20 cinnamon roll,
yes,
I want my socks blown off.
I understand.
And it didn't do that. My socks are still on.
Your socks are still on. Okay. So if you were rating on a scale of 1 to 5 Carlins,
I would say this is, well, it was excellent. Okay, if we're just going on taste, it was a 4.5. You throw in cost,
a 4.
Probably more of a 3. Because I feel
Understood.
like you can go get one of those Annie Ann's, kind of throw them in your own oven.
What's Cinnabon?
Or Cinnabon, yeah.
Cinnabon is expensive.
But it's excellent.
It's better than Cinnabon.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
infinitely
maybe
better.
the best.
No, Cinnabon is expensive.
That's maybe the best cinnamon roll I've ever had.
Tom Bauer.
It's the best you ever had.
Where are you at on this?
Well, John was, I think, very, very disrespectful with calling it an Auntie-Anne's level Cinnabon type of thing. I thought that was delicious. Now, maybe it was the heating thing. I may have liked it a little bit warmer. I do agree it was a little soft. Maybe it could have had a little bit more chew to it. I would say that's 4 Carlins.
4 Carlins. Joe Leo.
I agree with the not getting my socks blown off,
Mm-hmm.
but it is better than your average cinnamon roll, so I would also give it, I would go 3.75.
3.75. So you're a tough grader. That's a tough grade.
I liked how moist it was.
You like it moist like that.
It was...
Jake Montgomery, your turn. Come on in.
You can take this icing back with you too, John. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Pickles, we can have baby number 5 if there's icing.
Well, unlike John, I mean, I get the cost thing, but that cost me $0. It's not my money. I thought that was definitely the best cinnamon roll I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to give it a 5 Carlins.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
5
Carlins.
But it doesn't matter what any of us believe. We have one expert here. And I've seen him re-taste his fork twice. I've seen him retaste his knife. I'm only curious to what the big fella has to say.
If I may, a couple of things. What really attracted me to this beginning was the sourdough part of it. I don't taste the sourdough as much. And so that was interesting to me. What I would say is there is an awful lot of icing. The bun is fresh. It is made this morning. The cinnamon ratio to the bun, I would say excellent. I would say that the icing ratio, perhaps a bit over the top.
Which I like.
Okay.
I always drown mine in icing.
Okay, so you want it swimming in the icing.
Swimming.
I want icing too.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want in that. And I found the icing a little extra buttery than I would have expected. Did you taste that?
No, I didn't notice that being something, but I love the amount of icing.
Here's what we're doing. For loserseatinghouse.com, the supposed best cinnamon roll in the city, we are going to do something that we have never done before in terms of the scoring. This excellent cinnamon roll gets 4.75 Carlins. 4.75 Carlins. Excellent. You have to go through a lot to get it. Would I say all of that is worth it? I would. But would I also say that it just barely missed the mark for me because the sourdough was a selling point? I would say yes. 4.75. Excellent job for our friends at Losers NYC. 4.75 out of 5 Carlins. That's pretty damn good.
You can't have, by the way, you can't just have a forkful. Is that really going to destroy your diet?
He's the worst.
What are we doing
He's the
here?
worst. He sits here and he eats pastrami sandwiches that are 10 pounds, and then he eats 4 bags of chips, but I want to give him 1 bite of a cinnamon roll. No, listen, I can't put love handles on. Please.
I've been working my ass off, man.
I don't care. You can't take a bite? You can't take a bite?
I'll take one with me and I'll eat it in the morning.
Stop it.
Take the stairs today instead of...
I ordered another one for tomorrow if you want to take it home for the Super Bowl.
See, tomorrow's a cheat day.
Interesting. That's me.
See, tell him less butter. Can you tell him no less butter?
No, I can't tell him that. No.
Why not?
You know what? Get out. I got the last 15 minutes myself.
One real quick thing.
Yes.
I don't love that you're not taking into account
the
what
cost?
you have to go through to get it. It's not like you could just roll up out of...
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. See, I am taking that into account. That's also part of the 4.75.
Okay.
I still think it's excellent. Would I go through it again to get that? I would.
I guess you're right. If that's across the street at the grocery store,
yes,
it's an easy 5.
And did I have to go across town? No, it was 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
That was where the
I
pickup
saw that
spot.
the other day, too, man. That's like a dugout spot. I wonder what else they selling out of that little
They
chute.
have it's a pickup spot for like 5 or 6 different restaurants.
What else are they selling out of that chute?
Losers NYC, and you can definitely follow them on Instagram. By all means, do that. But it was excellent. And according to most, and I would say this for myself, too, the best cinnamon roll I've ever had.
But Johnny Pickens, if you take one to the Super Bowl party, you like the man because everybody's trying to figure out what it is and where it came from and how you got it. Like, yo, this is mystery.
You don't know what I went through to get this.
But you can say you plugged.
My
mic is on.
All right. I think Joe Leo brought you down. You don't go to Super Bowl parties.
He tried to mute you.
You're another one.
Yeah, me either.
Okay. John's going to be sitting in his basement with Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yep.
I can't believe you're not a honey barbecue chicken wings guy. You talking about the best chicken wings ever? You can't have variety?
No, extra crispy. That's what I'm doing.
That's it?
That's it.
And to our audience out there, Bart's a fraud. There's a couple coming in here, coming to some of the chat.
Okay.
Bart is just being that guy.
No, if I show my waistline where it was when Carlin made fun of me, called me muffin top, you know what I'm saying, to where I am now.
Yeah, let's limit how you show your waistline these days.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We had enough on that.
Last time
I'm trying to get an underwear thing. Can we get something like that?
Last time you left a trail of breadcrumbs. Let's put it that way.
That I had to clean up.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
It's last call for football, and FanDuel is giving you a daily profit boost every single day leading up to the big game. Today's 30% profit boost is around touchdowns. Shortest touchdown scored in the game. Longest touchdown scored. First touchdown and last touchdown scored. Will the Seahawks run the barn burner tush push and hit the under shortest touchdown scored? Kenneth Walker has the best odds to score a touchdown at -185, but will he get the first touchdown? Will the Patriots be throwing from behind and add a touchdown late to Hunter Henry for the last touchdown scored? All you have to do is opt in each day and place an eligible bet to use that day's profit boost. Play your game with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of Super Bowl 60. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-56 3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino, and let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino, law, bite back.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Some of the comments from the chat, Chris, that's some of the best analysis you've ever given. Listen, I take it seriously. This thing is worth going through that. All you got to do, and I'm joking about going through a lot, it's loserseatinghouse.com. And you go in, you sign up for a newsletter, and within a few days, make sure you check your spam folder. You'll get the newsletter, and the newsletter says, here's when they're going on sale, and you can buy it right now and then pick it up XY. But you got to pick it up right in that window. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't even have a bite. Like, seriously.
I'm going to take a piece for the one you have tomorrow. You say you got one tomorrow.
Right, but that's to take home this weekend for my wife. That's not for you. Yours was today. There's no cheat day.
Maybe
I'm too cut.
Maybe I'll go to the alley and tell them I ordered a cheese bun.
Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Rangers hosting the Hurricanes. Coverage begins at 8:80 ESPN and on the ESPN New York app starting at 6:30. 7 o'clock, Devils taking on the Islanders. Also at 7, the Nets visit the Magic. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Appreciate everybody chiming in over on the chat as we did that live for the first time. Maybe we'll do it live again. That was pretty good. That was good. That was an excellent cinnamon roll. Not as much sourdough as I expected, because I do love a good sourdough.
See, but it's perfect because the sourdough is supposed to be sour, but then it's balanced with the sweetness of the icing and the butter.
Now, the icing, the buttery icing may have washed out the sourdough a little bit. Good. So that might have just been that case. But that thing was excellent. Oh, that was good. No offense to Cinnabon. The thing I love the most about Cinnabon
is commercial.
You know the thing I love most about Cinnabon? The smell.
Yeah.
You walk past a Cinnabon, you know it.
Yeah, because
in the mall,
because it's artificial flavoring.
I'm like, when I walk past a Cinnabon in the mall and I smell that, I'm like the cartoon mouse who floats up into the air and follows the smell. You know?
Like when Jerry smells the cheese.
Exactly right. Hey, Knicks fans, join us. It is a very special Knicks watch party Thursday, February 19th, 2 weeks from today. Tara Moore, 150 West 30th Street, starting at 7 p.m. Watch the Knicks take on Detroit in a Big Eastern Conference matchup with Wild Turkey Bourbon Specials. Great prizes, awesome vibes all night. You'll also have chances to win Knicks tickets and enter the Wild Turkey Bourbon's ultimate New York game day experience this April. Join Bart and I, Tara Moore, Thursday, February 19th, tip-off 7:30. Knicks Pistons. Bart will be in all his glory. Brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing.
I'm a little more nervous now.
Must be 21 or older. Enjoy wild turkey responsibly because the Knicks just got Jose Alvarado?
Yeah, because now that means that he's the type of player that Kay Cunningham might just stop dribbling and smack the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? Remember how Cortland Finnegan was for, like, people when he's playing DB, and Andre Johnson, the most quiet person in the world, hit him with a 30-piece and got ejected? Alvarado brings that same type of vibe. That's the type of player that the Knicks need, a gnat, an agitator, a guy that's want to take all the attention away from Jalen Brunson because everybody's trying to Patrick Beverly beat the hell out of him.
Yeah. No, he's a guy that is clearly going to aggravate some people.
Yeah.
And listen, defensively, you always like that kind of guy. That's the guy that you love him when he's on your team and you hate him when he's on somebody else.
Richie Incognito. He's that dude.
Well, I mean, Richie Incognito. He's a
He played for 13 years. Right.
Yeah.
And you so busy trying to kill him that you forget you're supposed to be going to the quarterback.
Exactly.
You're over there choking the hell out of him. Like, yeah, give it to me.
And the actual trade itself was the Knicks give up Dalen Terry, who they just got in the Yabusele trade.
Damn, he didn't even check into his hotel, his Airbnb yet. He's like, damn.
2 second-round picks and cash to the Pelicans for Alvarado, who has a $4.5 million option for next year as well. So there you go. So they got some things to work with there. That's pretty good.
Well, we knew they needed another ball handler for Brunson to kind of take the ball out of his hands. Remember, Alvarado was the type of dude that used to pick Brunson up full court. And, also, like, in the playoffs, the Pistons were trying to wear him down with Asur Thompson. And, they started giving the ball to somebody else to bring the ball up so that he didn't have to waste all that energy. So I think that's exactly what, Alvarado is going to be able to do as well. I mean, I think this is an excellent trade, especially if you want to be a lockdown defensive team. When Brunson's not there and the scoring may drop down, you got to put your Mitchell Robinson, your Josh Hart, and put him out there. That's a team that should be, or a unit that should be pure energy. And you'll be able to kind of get on runs because these guys just play so damn hard.
Don't forget that just a little while ago, at the top of the hour, just shortly before 12, Shams Charania reported that the Bucks are not trading Giannis today, that the Bucks have told teams they are not trading Giannis prior to the trade deadline this afternoon at 3 p.m. Between 1 and 3 p.m., you have got Michael Kay with any further developments on the trade deadline. And at 1:30, he's got Sal Palantonio live from the Super Bowl. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube page.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get